an assistant's job with the New York Knicks. He was also the head coach of the Orlando Magic for 3 years. His overall head coaching record in the NBA is 292 wins and 345 losses. Now 61 years old, Clifford is a basketball lifer, a gym rat who grew up in Maine and played for his father in high school. Clifford takes over for James Borrego, who was fired last year after a 43-39 record. The Hornets have some good pieces led by guard LaMelo Ball, and also former NC State standout Dennis Smith is on the Charlotte roster. Good luck to Steve Clifford, a good guy, tenure number 2 in Charlotte. Come on back again next time and we'll visit inside the booth.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed
Roy Tesh, East Carolina defensive tackles coach. Those special teams, somehow they got to be corrected, don't they?
I've been a special teams coordinator before, and there's a lot of things that go into that. And I'm going to be real honest with you. There's a lot of things that go into that I'm not privy to because I'm over there trying to block the thing when they kick it. And so I've got my hands full with that unit in any aspect. Football is the ultimate team game. 10 guys can do their job, and one guy can fall a little bit short, and it'll affect the entire play.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Holt Nailers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Bull. I'm not trying to injure myself, patting myself on the back here. And his job is simple. I talk about sports. This is the Jody Mack Show. Here's Jody Mack.
The Saturday night get-together here on CBS Sports Radio. Jody Mack coming to you live from the Rocket Mortgage Studios. When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can. All right, biggest game. Well, Eagle and Cowboy fans might argue a little bit, but the biggest game during the day for sure on Sunday is the Chiefs and the Bills. And here to give us a Kansas City perspective is the guy who did a great job joining us and doing a seasonal preview with the Chiefs before we got 2022 underway. Farzin Vasugian from ArrowheadAddict.com. Farzin, thanks much for doing this. I appreciated it when you came on before the season, and thanks for doubling down here with us tonight.
Hey, you bet, Jody. Glad to be on. I got a really big matchup on Sunday evening, and I think even though it's not a primetime game, it's on CBS. They protected this game, and it's going to be shown in every market. So you don't need Sunday Ticket or NFL Plus or any of that. I'm excited to come on and discuss this matchup here.
The national game at late afternoon for those of us here on the East Coast, 1 o'clock for 1:30 for you out there on the West Coast. Should be a great one. And, of course, it is a rematch from last year's phenomenal playoff game between these two teams. Became controversial after the fact that the Bills didn't get the ball in overtime. The NFL reacted to it, which they do a lot, and changed their rules for postseason going forward. It's a revenge game for the Bills, not for the Chiefs. How did the Chiefs handle that?
Well, you make a good point. I think the crazy part about it is the Bills are favored, and I don't disagree with that line much because the Bills have been the better football team this year. They've been the more dominant team, whereas the Chiefs have kind of escaped with some narrow win, a narrow win against the Raiders coming up, and they struggled against the Colts earlier this season. But I think for the Chiefs, you can't forget, even though the Chiefs have had their number in the playoffs twice with Josh Allen, they still had a really rough go at it last year on Sunday Night Football. I believe that was in Week 6. So even though, obviously the playoff games mean a whole lot more, but I think with this Chiefs team, and Chiefs fans are sick and tired of hearing about this, but the narrative every single broadcast is,
All right. All right, we figured while we're sitting here waiting, we might as well watch the end of this game. We are on a delay. Shirley's feed is ahead of ours, so we'll try not to look at her. But we figured while we wait to start the show, we might as well just watch the game and talk to you guys.
2nd and 9.
Hey, Billy.
How you doing?
Billy Weaver's in a bad mood tonight.
I've been in a bad mood all day.
Very bad mood.
Chandler Honeycutt here. Right now, we got it 2nd and 9. East Carolina just scored in the first overtime.
And you don't want to take a sack there. Come on.
Now I can't read the chat because there's spoilers.
That brings up 3rd and 9.
No, it was 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 3rd and 15. Sorry.
Just don't look at the chat, Clipper.
Yeah. You guys are going to be way ahead of us.
Yeah, do you go for, if they don't make it on 3rd here, do you go for it on 4th down with having a new kicker in? Although he's been solid on the extra points, he hadn't attempted.
If you're kicking from this deep, go.
Oh, he's got the first. Get it.
Down.
Get it.
Oh, big play. Big play. Big play.
Hey, you ever seen Click?
You ever seen Click? You ever seen Click?
Isaiah Winstead has. Favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I love Cinnamon Toast.
He loves wrestling but doesn't know a wrestler.
Hey, Isaiah. Oh, yeah, I used to like wrestling. I went to Armageddon. Who were your favorite wrestlers?
Man, I don't know.
I don't know their names. All right, dude. All right, 1st and 10 at the 12. C.J. Johnson weirdly running.
Oh, there he goes.
Caden!
Oh!
Yeah! Deuce, baby!
The deuce is loose.
The deuce is loose.
He needs a little Billy Weaver medication because the deuce is loose in the caboose.
Is that 3 touchdowns for him tonight?
Are we staying on
I felt like he was doing a count.
Oh, you got to go for 2.
Yeah, yeah, got to go for 2.
All right.
In fact, kickers are done at this point because if you go to a 3rd, that's when you start the 2-point thing, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, you start it now.
I'm saying,
yeah, but the next one you don't, in the 3rd overtime, you don't have to score a touchdown and go for 2.
Oh,
it's
you
just 2 point
okay,
conversions.
yeah, got you.
Man, that was huge. Huge play on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Best play of the night right here. Best play of the night.
What's your best 2-point play, boys?
They've been doing a lot down by the goal line like that with a lot of motions.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, no.
Can he return this for anything?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, don't do that, CJ. Come on now.
That would have been wild if they would have gotten 2. And then I guess all you need is a touchdown at that point to win.
Right.
All right, all we got to do is hold them out of the freaking end zone.
Hold them out of the end zone. And then if you give up a touchdown,
you still got another play to hold them out of the end zone because they can't kick a extra point and win it, they have to go for 2.
Looked like he was trying to go for
trying to force it
Josiah Hatfield, maybe. I can't tell who it was.
Luckily, right here.
Yeah, CJ, a little too much there, CJ.
Yeah, a little much. Almost took out
because they could have tacked on that penalty to this, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, here we go. No spoilers, right, Clip?
No.
1st and 10.
Damn, Clemson, finish this game.
No pressure at all. Hennigan with all day to throw. He's now got pressure. Oh!
Wow. Oh, man. Caught a tiger by the toe. Am I right, guys?
It is the former Charleston Southern Buccaneer, Chandre Mims, on the stop. Loss on the play. No pressure initially. Hennigan apparently had nothing downfield, and then he trips him up by the shoelace.
Yeah.
Second down and
he had
12.
a lot of green territory in front of him if he doesn't go down.
Here we go. Go get pressure. Go get him.
Get his.
Go get him.
Got him.
Oh, no. How does that go from should have been picked to tackled to nothing?
And almost a sack. They had pressure right up the middle. He had to get rid of it quick.
Come on. You got to make that play.
They're going hurry up, too, here.
Man, the defense is
gassed.
Let us down today. Missed tackle.
Yeah. They're gonna keep going quick here. I don't blame them. Stop talking and
make a tackle. Strings. Hey, we've had a lot of goal line stops this year, right? How about one right here?
Yeah.
Let's add another one to another notch.
Make this number 6.
We got phones blowing up.
I know, right?
People are probably saying what's happened 2 minutes ago that we're late on.
Oh!
He's short. He's short. He's definitely short.
I got 2 shots from the goal line here, from the one inside the one. I really hope I had Clemson minus 4.5.
We got 3rd and goal from the half-yard line.
4.5.
Oh.
3rd down.
Gonna have to stop him twice.
The ball is almost. He's gonna sneak it.
Yeah,
and
it's a touchdown, easy.
And here we go. Fart. People watching us already know if we lost this game or if we're going to triple overtime.
Man, what'd you say?
Do I hear the phone ringing? That would be a spoiler. Maybe not. No, I didn't. It's late. I'm hearing things.
Gotta have a stop.
If I'm Memphis, I think I'll run the ball. They've been
gashing us lately.
Like at least 2 yards a pop, haven't they?
I tell you what, on situations like that, I like when you pull everybody in, 2 tight ends, and roll out your quarterback because you got real estate on both sides.
I'm sick to my stomach.
They keep showing that tight end too, man. He's been good tonight.
It's a big boy. Oh my, Guardians just do they walk off the Yankees? How about that? Oh boy, here we go in the shotgun.
You keep showing the tight end.
They are going to run it.
No.
Yes.
All right, so I kind of had a feeling that that's what was going to happen because I didn't hear the phone ringing.
Yeah.
But big stop there by the defense, who has given up some big plays all night, especially in the second half in this overtime. But that's a huge stop there. Now it's 2-point conversion time. Man.
On TV, that stripe on the helmet looks like an old gold.
Yeah, it does. It looks
cool.
Really good.
Well, we got a commercial break. I can look at the chat for a moment. Everybody's giving play-by-play. I'm glad I'm not looking. All right.
Let's talk about what's happened so far, I reckon.
Go for it.
Once again, defense. What?
Go for it. Talk.
You said let's talk about it. You didn't say anything.
The thing that I noticed, especially defensively, is that the Pirates continue to give up the big play on third and long.
Yeah. They can't. They've got to get that corrected. They really do. They got some pressure on the quarterback tonight too. What, 3-4 sacks?
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. So they've gotten some pressure on the quarterback, which is good. Still mistakes in critical situations, though.
This will be the first time ECU has ever been in this situation. This new third overtime.
Yeah.
Where they trade 2-point plays.
All right, here we go. So Memphis will have the ball first with a chance to basically get a 2-point conversion here. Alternate 2-point conversions replace offensive possession starting with the third overtime, which is right now.
Yep.
So one play for each team.
Yep. Go for 2.
Here we go.
I like that Memphis has to go for 2 first.
Come on.
He's got a swing pass.
No.
Got him. Wide open.
Wide the F open.
Yep. Bailey got a good shot of that in the back of the end zone. That'll be on WNCT tomorrow.
Commodores.
All right. Now Pirates have a chance to answer. And the Pirates will have, if they do answer here. Well, hey, turn this TV as loud as you can so we don't hear the phone.
How do you get revenge on a team? You beat them the same way they beat you a year ago, which Memphis can do right now, stopping East Carolina on a 2-point conversion. How do you avoid that if you're ECU? Get the 2-point conversion and go into a 4th overtime. And let's stay here all damn morning. Let's go home when it's light outside. Let's keep playing. I've gone mad.
I've gone crazy. I've gone sick.
2 in the backfield here. Oh, no.
We're going to see a draw here.
Nobody. No.
Nope.
Oh, he's in. Wow. All right, hey,
I thought he was
everybody.
going to be stopped.
The problem is not everybody's tuned in. Nobody call if the game is.
Please, do not call.
Nobody
do not call.
Until we know the game's over.
Can you turn the volume up as loud?
No, I mean, then it could get flagged or something. I don't know.
That's true.
But our headphones.
Oh, man.
God.
He said, whoop.
This man had no chance.
Right there, I thought he's going to be tackled.
That reminds me of the Twitter guy, Chandler, that does the breakdowns.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, moment's too big.
Yeah.
Just down my leg.
Yeah.
Didn't make the
Your mama upset with you.
Not an athlete.
Your mama mad.
I love that guy.
Man, what a game we have in Greenville tonight.
We really have to do commercials between every damn 2-point conversion. Have you not got enough ads in this 4-hour game yet?
Just like we're going to have to get all our ads in tonight.
Tell me, man. I've lost it.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's not a spoiler face, is it, Shirley?
I got a spiked tea from McDonald's. About, what time is it?
They
11?
put crack in your tea.
I got this. Shout out to Riff-Raff. I got this about 8 hours ago on the way in.
Could have played for the Dallas Mavericks, but they found crack in my jacket.
Go. No, never mind.
All
right, here we go.
Have a chance. Oh, man, if we don't get it here, then you can't feel good about what's going to happen.
Hey, if they lose, do we burn these uniforms?
We burn the studio down. This announcer's jacked up.
Got it.
What a
CJ.
catch. What a catch.
Wow.
What a catch. What a catch.
That was beautiful.
Puts the pressure
I'm going to give
on.
a 5 to you at home.
All right. Come on, get a stop. Come on.
One time.
One play.
One time, one
Give
play.
Me one
Come
play.
on. Damn it. Come on.
The good news is it's not 3rd and long.
Don't look at Shirley.
Little boy. You little.
Probably going to hear the...
CJ said you little.
All right, now here you go. If you hear the phone, it's good. If you don't, it's bad.
Don't call.
It's already happened. Whatever happens. Whatever happens, happened. We're living in the past, man. Y'all are living in the future. Do they have flying cars yet where y'all are watching the game?
Here we go.
I don't hear the phone. That
They've
means they're gonna
circled
score.
that tight end 10 times.
No.
No, that's it.
Over. No flag. No flag.
Oh, baby, call in.
Crank it up. Let's go. Let his team of experts make your Cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
The following is Pirate fans, welcome to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's Platinum-certified U.S. Cellular stores and experience the highest standard of customer service. Call in on the live line at 317-1250. Now, with a complete recap of the game and your phone calls, live from the Pirate Radio studios, here's your host of the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter, Clip Brock.
All right, the Pirates paint it purple tonight. 47-45, and an all-timer at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. It took 4 overtimes before we finally get a decision tonight, and East Carolina, just like they did last year against the Memphis Tigers, get a stop on a 2-point conversion and win the game. Pirates win it by 2. We're taking your calls, 317-1250. It's already 11:18. Might as well just stay here a couple more hours with you and party on into the night and on into Sunday.
Party all night long, baby. Why not?
Billy Weaver has been in a bad mood today. Is your mood any better?
It's much better now.
Okay.
All right. Gutty win by East Carolina, down 17-0 in this game.
Huge comeback.
I've got to say, that is the craziest ECU football game I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty crazy.
We'll talk about it after this.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Will the you of tomorrow be happy with the you of today? It all depends on the decisions the you of today makes. For instance, the you of today has an excellent career opportunity with Delcor Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. The pay is great, very competitive with other HVAC companies. Plus, you could get a $1,500 sign-on bonus. The you of tomorrow will enjoy some time away because Delcor also offers paid vacation. Most HVAC companies don't. And since the you of today has some experience, Delcor might just hire you on the spot.
Delcor is hiring 12 experienced HVAC and plumbing professionals immediately. You must have a valid driver's license, ability and desire to work, and legally eligible to work in the U.S. Delcor offers a sign-on bonus up to $1,500, plus one of the best benefits packages in the industry, including health insurance, paid vacation, and retirement options. Learn more at DelcorInc.com. That's DelCorinc.com.
The you of tomorrow will thank the you of today for getting a job at Delcor. Delcor is an equal opportunity employer.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times this football season, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Get ready to have fun this season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
Well, it has been a wild Saturday in the world of sports, not just in college football, which we'll get to in a moment, but also in Major League Baseball, as the Mariners and the Astros went 18 innings before a run was finally scored, and the Astros move on, and the Mariners are eliminated. Right now, in college football, North Carolina is holding a 37-35 lead over Duke, and with about 16 seconds left to go, and after a long review, they have allowed another touchdown, so now North Carolina has the lead, 37-35, 16 seconds left to go in that game. Other scores, USC and Utah are tied at 35 with about 7.5 minutes left to go in that game. And Fresno State and San Jose State have kicked off no score as of yet. That's a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates, and they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night along with football. You can follow The Buck on Facebook and Instagram for updated schedules, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, what a game. It took 4 overtimes, but East Carolina able to come out with the 47-45 win. A lot to discuss tonight. If you could, throw us a like, throw us a subscribe on YouTube. Do the same on Facebook. And let's have a fun edition of the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Clip Brock, Billy Weaver, Shirley Rhodes, the man of Chan, all here. And we'll give you our thoughts along the way. But guess what? We got calls lined up, so we need to get to them. Shout out to Joe in Greensboro. Joe, I hope you're listening. He called in Monday to Pirate Radio Live and told us about this kid we had never heard of named Andrew Conrad. And talked about how great of a kicker he was. First game tonight, and made every kick he was able to attempt. We did have a special teams gaff, but it wasn't on him.
That was on the holder. Yep.
Yeah.
Hit him right in the hands.
We will begin with Jeff in Louisiana. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, fellas. Oh, my God. I feel like I went to the extreme of feelings good and terribly bad back and forth all night long. I'm absolutely emotionally exhausted. I feel like we won that game. We played 2 quarters of football and pulled it out in OT, because the first half I had no idea who that team was on the field. I wanted to call in and say maybe we can check some IDs. I see some people in Pirate uniforms, but I did not recognize that team in the first half. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone watching, because they just looked awful. And I know a point that you're going to get a lot is that 4th and 28 fake punt. I just didn't know what was going on. It made me feel terrible watching them, but 2 minutes left in the first half, they finally woke up, and I started recognizing them again. But I can't believe we had another special teams blunder. It's on the holder, but I just wow.
All right. Well said, Jeff. Just wow. We will get to a lot of the calls and thoughts, and I'm sure people have similar thoughts to yours. A wild one, a ton to talk about in this win tonight. David is up next in Gardner. Hey, David.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
Go Pirates, right? Pulling out the win in 4 overtimes is an exciting game to watch. Thought Memphis played a good game, so it's always good to see a good opponent on the field. I feel like the last caller, man, we really didn't play an ECU game in the first half, but we pulled it out in the end. I think special teams is looking a lot better with the new kicker. Every attempt that he got a chance to take, he made it. Which is a definite improvement. My only concern, not only concern, but biggest concern is probably the secondary. Is it me, or did they look like they were playing soft all night?
That has been a concern leading up to this game. We talked about it on the pregame show. The numbers still say ECU's defense in 2022 is having a good year. But, Billy, we've started to see signs, even in wins early in the season. I remember you coming in after the ODU game and the state game too, where they were giving up 3rd and longs. That has been a trend now for this team to give up big plays in the passing game.
It has, and we saw that tonight. We saw a few of them. I actually made some notes on some of the 3rd and longs that they had given up again. Let's see. 4th and goal. Pirates gave up a big play on 3rd and 10. Let's see. There was another one that was a 3rd and long situation, but they've got to get that corrected. They really do. They got better pressure on the quarterback tonight, which was nice to see. They've been great all year against the run. Those 3rd and long situations, those intermediate passes, it seems like there's a cushion. There's an area right between the safeties and the linebackers that teams are just taking advantage of.
And a lot of area around the quarterback to throw. You just got to get a more consistent pass rush as well. Anything else, David?
Yeah. No, that was it. I thought it was a great game. There's lots of ups and downs, but it looks like we made a correction on special teams. So I think we're gonna, see some better games coming. But yeah, it was a good game.
All right, David, thanks for the call, man. David in Gardner on the Pit Electric Live Line. We roll on to Rod in Wilmington next. Hey, Rod.
Hey guys. How about those Pirates tonight?
Yes, sir.
They have this one, and they dug down deep and did what they had to do. And they started showing up late in the second quarter and got some momentum going in at halftime. But gee whiz, how about that Taylor's and Winstead? Winstead all over the field when you needed him tonight. He was the quiet man. He lets his talk. He does his talking out there on the field. And old Keaton, if anything wrong with his hip, it didn't show tonight because he was driving. I watched that one play where he looked like they turned him around backwards, and he was driving. He must have been under there with his hamstrings driving the pile back. And I noticed him when he'd get ready to get hit, he'd deliver a blow, put that shoulder and head down, and pop him. And I just the key to me in this league with these good quarterbacks is putting pressure on them, because when we got pressure on this guy tonight, Hennigan, and I was afraid of him coming into the game because of when I was seeing that quick release he had that taking them quick shots underneath, but you got to put the pressure on these guys, and that's the key. And I thought overall, it was as close as it gets, but it was a game of wheels, and they coach wanted to know what they were made of, and I think they showed them what they were made of.
Yes, sir, Rod. As Billy said when we came on, gutsy, gritty.
It was
for the Pirates tonight.
It was a gutsy win because I was deflated in the first half of that game when they had gotten behind. So they just didn't have any kind of momentum. The defense didn't look good. And kudos to the offense, because it was the offense that kind of re-sparked the defense. If you remember, they scored that touchdown.
They got one on the board.
They got one. That's right.
Yeah.
And then the defense seemed to get back engaged. And I think that says a whole lot, because that defense has been on the field for so long in so many games this year. And I think the defense might have been thinking, the offense is letting us down again. And that affects those guys. The offense got a little spark, and from then on, it just seemed like one of the callers earlier said, it was a little bit of more of what we expect to see from Pirate football, and not what we, that team that we couldn't identify in the first, quarter and a half.
Rod, thanks for the call. Good to hear your old cowboy voice on the fifth quarter. We enjoy it. All right, we go next to Bryce in L.A. What's up, Bryce?
Good evening, guys. Chandler, Bill, my guy, Same Energy Brock. I think our Same Energy is, thank God we don't have to burn those white helmets, because those uniforms are pretty sick.
Billy had the torch out ready to go. You had the gasoline and everything in here.
I tell you what, those are the slickest uniforms I've seen on ECU players, period. I love them. I think they're great.
That gold stripe in the middle really makes it.
Yeah, we had talked about that. Yeah.
So we were both at the game, and then we came here, watched it on TV, and I said, that stripe looks like an old gold on the TV.
It does.
And it's really cool.
In the stadium, and I was
that
up
was
in
cool,
the,
yeah.
I was up in the stand, so you couldn't really see the helmets as close up, but I do love that stripe, that gold stripe on the helmet.
I also love the big and the shadow numbers too on the jerseys. Yeah. Those bring back good memories, so love that stuff.
Yeah, they actually highlighted the student on ESPN that came up with the design. I thought that was really neat.
Shout out Will Treadaway, joined us on the show. Smart kid, great design.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people watched it on TV, but the people that were in the stadium actually got a little bit of a treat too, because the graphics on the scoreboard, they showed some old 80s graphics like Atari. After a touchdown, it was
like the
Tecmo Bowl. That was awesome. So it was really cool atmosphere.
Nice. Well, that's a heck of a game. I'm sure I know I'll never forget. And I was like you, man. That first half, I haven't been that angry. I usually, y'all know me over the years, but I just didn't know who I was watching. It's good to see that change. But I know that I'll leave with this. There's a lot of things everybody's gonna complain and other curse words, but there was a stat this week I saw about Tom Brady never allowing more than 42 points in a game, and obviously he's the quarterback because he keeps them on the field. And you guys just referred to that, and I feel like what they did with Keaton Mitchell today, seeing that he is Reggie Bush-like in that he can handle. I mean, how many touches did he get today? That was absolutely mad. I'd very much like to see this. We have a great backup running back to give him a breather. I'd love to see that moving forward and really messing with these opposing defenses in the future. Go Pirates. Love y'all.
All right, Bryce. Good to hear from you, buddy. This was the Keaton Mitchell show. Remember last postgame we talked about, man, he doesn't look 100%. Something doesn't look right. 29 carries, 149 yards, 3 touchdowns on the UB stat sheet. He added 4 catches for 28 yards. They had him lined up at wide receiver. I remember throwing to him as a wide receiver one time tonight. So that is 33 touches for Keaton Mitchell, who is going to earn his ice bath after this one.
Well, and he was on the verge of breaking a couple long ones. If you remember the one where he stepped out of bounds right before the first down marker, and ECU had to eventually punt. That was a long one, and he almost broke that one. There was another one where a guy had gotten kind of a shoestring on him, barely got him. He had hit that second level, and man, he just gets into the second level so quickly. And there were 2 or 3 times that I can remember tonight that he was just inches away from breaking one long.
And he has had a lot of games with this many yards. And in those games, he has a 60, 70-yarder.
Right.
His long tonight was 20.
Right.
And he still averaged 5 yards a carry. So that says a lot about his performance and the O-line as well. All right, we'll take a break. Up next is my sister, Jana Brock Humbles. She's never called into the show before. She was at the Pirate Radio Tailgate Zone earlier today. So, Jana, hang on. Monica, Phillip, Mitchell, we'll get to you as well. And take all of your calls and enjoy some leftover Parker's barbecue from earlier today. So we got some good green beans, mac and cheese, hush puppies from Parker's, 3 locations in Greenville to serve you. More to go on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show after this.
It's bow time.
The Memphis concert featuring CMA New Artist of the Year, Jimmy Allen, is coming.
Give you my best shot.
Join Bojangles Friday, October 14th at Lawson Creek Park in New Bern for Jimmy Allen.
Down home. Oh, you know mama's still cooking them down home.
Gates open at 4:30. Coolers are not allowed. The Memphis concert, Friday, October 14th at Lawson Creek Park in New Bern. For tickets and info, go to mumfest.com. Mumfest.com.
It's bow time.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Do you have an old injury or just some pain that keeps holding you back? It's time for you to get better. With Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we can help you get your life back. Whether you need to get back to a sport, back in the gym, or just back to enjoying life, our team of specialists use a one-on-one, hands-on approach in our state-of-the-art facility to get you back moving again. Don't settle for where you are. Don't stay in pain. Visit kptonline.com today to see how Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you live well, move more, and hurt less.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
Come and explore great shopping in downtown Washington at Naughty Life. Hi, this is Gina from Naughty Life, and new fall merchandise is arriving every day, featuring all the new Yeti products, like the loadout buckets and waterproof dry duffel bags. We have new fall clothes for men, women, and children. At Naughty Life, we have something perfect for any occasion, like new jewelry and a great selection of sunglasses from Costa, Reflect, and RCI. Visit Naughty Life on Main Street in historic downtown Washington, and like us on Instagram and Facebook.
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because this right here is a Papa John's Papa Bowl. No crust, just piping hot toppings and melty cheese in an oven-baked bowl. Better ingredients, better pizza, now in a bowl, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, brace yourself for the brand new Papa Bowls for only $7.99. The new Papa Bowls are an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Jeremy Lewis, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250, the number on the Pitt Electric Live line. You're tuned into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Check us out on Facebook Live and YouTube. And give us a like. Show your appreciation for being up late tonight with us. All right, Mitchell, Phillip, Monica, hang on. Let's talk to Jana in Greenville, my sister. Hey, Jana.
Hi, Clip.
What's up? What's up?
It was a great game today, and my intern from Charlotte is in, and she wanted to say something real quick, too.
We wanted to give a shout-out to Pirate Radio for the awesome tailgate tonight, all the great food and history in the making for the game tonight in the fourth quarter. Fourth overtime.
Awesome. Good stuff. Did y'all eat? You got some good food at the tailgate?
We did. Yes, we did, and Aiden was very happy, too.
All right, my nephew Aiden, I know he enjoys a meal like his uncle does, so that is good to hear. Well, I'm glad y'all had an awesome day at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. Did you stay for the whole game?
We left at halftime.
Oh.
Super cold. What history made tonight was 4 overtime.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome.
Jana, you're turning into quite the football fan. You went to a Panthers game a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Brother-in-law, aren't you sad that I wasn't like this when I was younger?
Yeah, really. You could have gone to Redskins games with us.
Hey, but it's never too late.
Yeah,
Never too late.
Glad you're into it now.
Right? All right.
Real quick, while you're here, Jana did go to ECU basketball games with us, and she was into it. She made a T-shirt. But what happened, Jana? You were, like, looking in the mirror when you made it. So on your shirt, it said, like, UC3 instead of ECU.
Yes, good.
Great moments. All right. Love you, Jana. Thanks for calling.
Hey, Clip.
Yo.
Talk about all the players' names that I would mispronounce.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Yeah, good stuff. All right. Thanks.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. There's Jana. Brock Humbles, my sister. Good stuff. All right, we go next to Monica in Greenville. Hey, Monica.
Hey, guys. It's kind of hard to follow your sister.
I'm sure you can manage. You'll do all right.
So it was a great game tonight. We had our friends who are state fans, and we really wowed them in the stands tonight with an awesome game. But I got to tell you, after 4 overtimes, it felt like we played about 8 quarters of football tonight. You guys spoke about what I was going to say, which was really nice to see Keaton Mitchell get his legs back up under him in a big way with the 29 carries for 149 yards rushing, and then, also on the receiving end, too. As far as the receivers go, we had Isaiah Winstead that had 9 receptions for 154 yards, 30 yards long, and CJ had 4 receptions, but it was really just CJ made his receptions when it mattered. I mean, he was just a difference maker in the game tonight, and it was just so nice to see. We did get a gift in the fourth quarter. I didn't think his catch was a catch, and I couldn't believe that they didn't ask to replay that, but they did, and we were given a gift. The other comment I'll make is, I think we have some play calling that's kind of suspect. That the 4th and long and the play calling there was just horrible. Also, it's nice to see Conrad come in. I think we, have another option at kicker now that we need to keep delving into and play him. And I also say, special teams again forced us in the overtime. That was the -1 that we should have had with the missed snap there. If we'd gotten that extra point, we wouldn't have needed the overtime. But it's a great win for the Pirates. It was nice to see them do in 4 overtimes what they couldn't get done in 4 quarters, and that's the kind of grit and resilience that we needed to see from the Pirates. So let's keep going and let's keep doing it, Pirates.
All right, great call as always, Monica in Greenville.
Yeah, and Monica made a good point about the catch, no catch, what it would have been. That definitely was not a catch, looking at the replay. And I had said at the time, why didn't Memphis's head coach take a timeout there? East Carolina was allowed to hurry up, run another play, and then, of course, you can't look at it. That could have been the difference maker in the game right there. And
so that point is tied, right?
Right.
And
it's
it would have
tied.
been like 2nd and 10, I think. I believe so.
Yeah, so I mean, it would have been, could have been a whole totally different situation.
All right, 317-1250 on the Pit Electric Live line. You're tuned into the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. East Carolina winning tonight in 4 overtimes, 47-45. We go to Philip in Greenville next. Hey, Philip.
Hey, guys. How are y'all?
Great,
Doing
man.
good.
So I called back in the Navy game, and I said everybody needs to relax. But tonight I'm saying the coaching could have been a lot better tonight. At the end of the game, we could have just kneeled the ball and kicked the field goal and won the game, but we had to make it a little bit crazy. We won the game. It's great. But I think the coaching could have been a lot better tonight. So, go Pirates. We're going to go to a bowl this year, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you had to win this. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, we got a flag. Dang. We're watching USC and Utah. Utah just scored and got a 2-point conversion to go up 43-42. Ensuing kickoff, USC about broke it, but it looks like it's coming back. So 39 seconds left to go there. If you lose this one tonight, your bowl chances drop dramatically. You win this one tonight, and we're starting to. All right, can we get UCF and get Temple? That'll be 5. And you start to do your counting, Weaves.
Yeah, still some tough teams. Still,
Definitely.
you're not in an easy part of the schedule by any means, but it's so much easier to get 6 when you get to 4.
No doubt. All right, we go next to Mitchell in Winston-Salem. Hey, Mitchell.
Hey, guys. I hope you're doing well tonight. Listen, probably the most exciting game I've ever seen in this stadium was Pittsburgh in 1991. But this was definitely in the top 10. It was so dramatic, but it was awesome. And it forced us to do what I think the coaches were reluctant to do, which is find a new holder and a new kicker. And if you watch that kid, his first kick was like a line drive. I was like, oh wow! But then after that, he started getting some confidence, and every single one of them was right down the middle with good height, good distance. The holds were perfect, so I think, fingers crossed, we've solved that problem. And I was telling my daughter that if we win this game, we're going to point back and say this is the game that saved our season. And I really believe that because I'm pretty sure that we can handle Temple. So that'll be 5 wins. So what we'll have to do then is just knock off one team, and I think Houston is the one that we really got to circle that game because they're suspect. It'll be in Greenville, and if bowl eligibility is on the line, I would like to think as long as the weather is decent that we'll have a pretty good crowd because the crowd was really important tonight. It wasn't huge, but it got loud, and it made it such a dramatic ending that these players will be talking about this for, until they're old men.
I would love to see more people there next Saturday night, same kickoff time when UCF comes to town because it was pretty decent, but need some more numbers in there in our favor.
Let me tell you what, during the tailgating, I thought it was a little slim. And I was a little worried about the attendance. And I remember looking at the clock, 34 minutes to go before kickoff, and I was looking around the stadium and I'm going, this is not a good crowd. But all of a sudden it didn't fill up, but it started to get very good. And by kickoff, I thought, wait a minute, this is not a bad crowd. So I was pleased with the crowd, like Mitchell said, got into the game, but I hope we see something a little bit better than that next week. Because you couldn't have asked for a better night for football.
And
the weather was amazing.
We've got to do a better job as fans, and most people are doing it right, but there are a lot that we go for it on 4th down right by the goal line, And not only are people cheering, there's one guy a few rows in front of me telling people to get up, get loud. We got the ball on 4th down. We don't need to get loud there. We need to get loud on defense. Not when we have the ball on 4th down.
Yeah.
It irritates me every time. People start going crazy. Yeah, we're going for it. Woo, go Pirates, let's go. And like Holton's trying to hear and then call out plays. And
Well, one thing I did disagree with on that situation, you put in a new kicker and then you immediately, very first time, you show no confidence in him to put him in there and kick the field goal and make it 7-3. I thought they should have kicked the field goal there, put your new kicker in, show him you got some confidence in him, let him kind of get into the rhythm a little bit. Instead, they go forward on 4th and 2. Of course, hindsight's 20/20. There were just a lot of questionable calls early on, and I mean, there's no defending. I would love to know what the answer is for going for the fake punt on 4th and a mile. I don't understand that. Still don't understand that.
I've not seen that play because I was looking down when it happened because I just assumed they were going to punt, and I look up and Ryan Jones is getting tackled. And I asked Chandler, and he said that
if he breaks that tackle,
if he gets by that one guy, he might have had it, but that is a long ways to go. 4th and what was it, 20?
Yeah, it was 4th and 23 or something like that.
4th and 23, 25.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And I'm kind of like you. I was expecting the punt, and I was only kind of halfway watching it in the stands. And of course, you're not going to see that replay on the scoreboard, which is one of my pet peeves. I mean, come on, really. Show every replay. I don't care if it's a negative play for East Carolina. I want to see it. You show incomplete passes. You show interceptions by the other team. Why wouldn't you show that? They don't show the replay. Come on, people.
All right, 317-1250. Thanks, Mitchell, Andy, David, Kenny. Hang on, and we do have one open line. It's going to fill up fast, 317-1250. A lot more to go on the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Pirates win it, 47-45. Back after this.
This is Holt Nailers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? You can learn about the benefits of CBD right here in Greenville at the Hemp Garden. Hemp Garden offers a variety of products and solutions that are truly making a difference in our community. Hemp Garden also provides products that can assist with energy and focus. Have a pet? Come check out their selection of CBD pet products. Visit Hemp Garden to speak with a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Portable, super quiet, and fuel efficient, Honda EU Series generators are ideal for camping, tailgating, home backup power, and more. All feature Honda's CO Minder carbon monoxide detection system for added peace of mind. Select models include Bluetooth connectivity for wireless control with Honda's My Generator smartphone app. Go with a Honda EU Series generator. It's power you can trust. See Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Greenville Utilities electric customers will soon be able to receive text notifications in the event of power outages. Enrollment is automatic, so make sure GUC has your cell phone number by signing into your account at GUC.com, then update the information in your user profile. Want to talk with someone instead? Call 252-752-7166 during business hours. 252-752-7166. Update us so we can update you. Visit GUC.com for more information.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients.
Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road in Winterville and a new location coming soon to Uptown Greenville.
This is Mike Houston, head football coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
Well, the game that we're watching right now is Lincoln Riley's undefeated season is on the ropes as of right now. 8 seconds left to go, and they are trailing the 20th-ranked Utah by a point. It's 43-42. 8 seconds left to go in the game. It's 1st and 10. USC has the ball on their looks like their 35-yard line. I'm trying to discertain because they keep showing crowd. 40-yard line. Their 40-yard line is where the ball has been placed. So we'll keep an eye on this game as they're getting ready to snap the ball. But that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates, and they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night. Along with football, you can follow The Buck on Facebook and Instagram for an updated schedule, as there's a jump ball and it's no good. And USC falls to Utah 43-42. That's your final. We'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip.
All right, I'm wondering where Captain Bill's call is tonight. Well, he'll be calling in to the USC postgame show saying Lincoln Riley needs to get his ass out of here. Fire him tonight. Tonight. Captain Bill used to always want to fire Lincoln Riley.
You look a little salty.
You look a little salty.
They got Utah players crying.
So Utah,
they won.
Yeah, they
USC players crying.
I guess I don't know the whole story. I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I believe they had a player on the team pass away.
Yeah, they've got a player on their helmet.
Yeah, the player is actually on the helmet.
Yeah,
and you're
very
right.
emotional
A lot of
on both
emotion.
sides.
Yeah, Utah wins at 43-42. What a Saturday! Awesome games.
Oh, I know.
Not just in football.
Tennessee knocking off Alabama.
I mean, that was one of the greatest games I've ever watched during the pregame. In baseball, you had the Astros beating the Mariners 1-0 in 18 innings. I guess you had a walk-off in Cleveland. I still haven't seen those highlights yet. But what a day in football and in sports. All right, David, Kenny, other David, hang on. We go to Andy in Charlotte. Hey, Andy.
How y'all boys doing tonight?
Good, man.
So, our neighbor is a big-time ECU fan. He only went there for graduate school, Mr. Brett Leatherwood, but he's always so negative about our kicking team. Tell me, why? He made all the kicks tonight. Why is he so negative all the time? We won the game.
Why are you asking us about your neighbor?
And you do know it was a different kicker tonight, right?
He's always so negative about the kicking team.
All right. Well, I mean, what do you want us to do? You want us to call him?
Probably so.
Give us his number.
All right, what's his number?
If y'all won the game tonight.
That's right. We won the game. Call him. Call him up. Call your neighbor up. Tell him.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
All right, Andy. Glad you stayed on hold for that. 317-1250.
Thank you, boys.
All right.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you, boys.
Appreciate
it, boys.
A lot of people have complaints about their neighbors.
My neighbor.
That's his complaint.
I hate my neighbor.
Always talking about the damn kicking game. All right, David's up in Oriental. Hello, David.
Hey guys, how you doing? I apologize. My disclaimer is during that game, I think I finished half a bottle of Tito's. To put things in perspective, I'm from the Ed Emery era. See,
Era.
Hey, I want to plead to the Pirate Nation. This might be a program changer, and what I mean by that, I'll give you a perspective of how this game went with my old ECU friends. First quarter, let's go. Good game. Let's go, guys. First quarter, we suck. Fire Houston. Second quarter, we need to get rid of Donnie. Oh, my God, we're horrible. All of a sudden, Holton's the greatest quarterback ever. You know, it was manicky as hell. The bottom line is this. We lose this game, and we lose momentum. We need to be Pirates. The reason that we have so much passion in this university, and I've been surrounded by all these fans from all over the place, and we are unique, and we've lost a little bit of that. Tonight, those kids gave us exactly, where's Atticus? I need you, Atticus. They gave us exactly what makes us Pirates. I don't care where you go back to this unbelievable Pat Dye teams that went into the Ed Emery teams, to the Steve Logan teams. That was a Pirate team tonight. So anybody that's complaining, and I'm guilty of cussing out Holton tonight, yet he made some amazing plays. We've got a running back that's as good as any running back that's ever played at East Carolina. We're not perfect, but those kids gave us everything tonight, and I've got tears in my eyes because I'm so goddamn proud that we are there. Where's Atticus? I'm out. God bless the Pirates. I love my Pirates. Man, I'm so happy. That's a big win. That's a program changer right there.
Great call, David. That's good stuff, man.
Crack 'em.
And you're right, man. These guys left it all on the line. They had to be freaking exhausted. You mentioned we had a liner coming back into the segment. This is Jeremy Lewis. You're listening to Pirate Radio. And Billy said Jeremy played good tonight.
He did.
And I said he was one of the many that were helped off the field. Like we have, I mean, you got a ton of bumps and bruises after this one. Keaton getting all those carries, the defense chasing around the quarterback all night. So it was one of those games, man. But they did. They gutted it out.
And how big was Wood's interception? Not only that he got the interception, but he managed to somehow get into the end zone. And because there's no guarantee that after that interception, if he's tackled 10 yards later, that the offense is going to score a touchdown there. I mean, so that's a big swing in the game right there with him getting into the end zone. Heck of a run.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a running back run right
I would
there.
love
Really
to
was.
know, and we'll ask his teammates Monday, but was he a running back in high school?
Good question.
Because he had some ball skills. Those jukes he had.
Oh, yeah.
Diving into the end zone. It was awesome. All right, Kenny is up next in Blunt's Creek. Hey, Kenny.
Hey, guys, Cliff, Billy, just on the way home from the game, just exhausted from that performance. Them guys, it was a roller coaster of a game. By the way, if you hear a lot of noise, my window wouldn't roll up on the way home, so I'm about to freeze to death. But we could nitpick all the play calling and some of the questionable things the team did tonight. But bottom line, this team, man, the grit. They stayed together. They didn't get their heads down. They fought, they clawed, they crawled. They did everything they needed to do. And all these Holt Naylor people that hate him, that kid has got so much grit in him. He gets up, he gets beat, his shoulder keeps popping out, and that kid gets right back in there and gives us everything he's got. And I think the rest of the team see that, and they appreciate it, and they perform like that. They give everything they've got. So we'll take the win any way we can get it. Good win. It's a conference win. And let's be proud of these guys. Get on board. Get your tails into the daggone stadium next weekend. And let's get some more people in there. And let's raise some hell and beat USC. And go Pirates. Love you guys. Tailgating was awesome again. And we'll do it Saturday.
All right, Kenny. Thanks for the call, man. There is Kenny in Blunt's Creek on the Pit Electric Live line. Tune into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show after a 47-45 victory, 4 overtimes for ECU. And let me be the first to say happy Sunday to everyone.
Yes, it is.
That is
Sunday.
Yes. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I had something that it just escaped me.
Okay, all right. Well, let me know when you're ready.
I was about to say something, and then you said Happy Sunday, and then I
threw you off. My bad.
I'm old. It's oldism.
Somebody called you Billy Ben Franklin Weaver when you put the glasses on. Saw that on YouTube.
Ben Franklin.
All right, David is up in Farmville. Hello, David.
Hey guys, really good game. A lot of emotion, a lot of roller coaster up and down. I don't understand that going forward on 4th and a half a mile. I'm glad we found a way to put some points on the board. It was looking bleak there at 17-0. Really glad for that. A couple of things I want you guys to talk about, if you could. One, can you talk about the 2-point conversion on the second go-around? I thought they went for 2 on the third go-around. So when ECU went for it and didn't get it, I'm like, all they need to do is kick a field goal and that's it. And kick an extra point and that's it. But I thought that was I didn't know they'd go right after the first try to where everybody has to go for 2. And then the other thing, that move by Keaton on that flat route, that was a joystick video game move. Anybody else doesn't make that, he gets tackled, and the game's over. But kudos for them finding a way to win. Happy for the players. The coaches still got some things to work on, but really happy for the players. And but yeah, if you could talk about the 2-point conversion, I appreciate it. I'll hang on.
I mean, yeah, that's the rule.
Well, and the thing is, that's funny because that's exactly what I was going to say is how I like that when they switch to the new rule where you score a touchdown, you can either go for a 2 or kick the extra point in the first overtime. Second overtime, you have to go for 2. Third overtime, it starts the 2-point conversions.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It speeds up the overtime. Everybody still gets exactly the same chances, so it's not where one team gets an advantage over the other. So I like that overtime rule. And to David's point, too, the video game move by Keaton Mitchell.
Well, what did we say when he caught the ball in the flat?
When he caught the ball in the flat, I said he's done. He's got him. That's it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought he was going to be tackled in the backfield. Yeah. Or not in the backfield because it was a swing pass. He was already past the line.
Tackled about the 2 or 3. Maybe.
I thought he was going to be tackled right there. And that DB's got to be thinking, goodness gracious, what just happened?
Yeah. That is not a sight or a position I envy, being in front of Keaton Mitchell.
No.
Awesome game, awesome move by him. All right, John, Zach, JK, Cameron, hang on. We'll get to your calls when we return on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. On into Sunday. We're back with you after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Buying a home? Then you've got a lot on your mind. Now rising rates? It's a lot. This is Timothy Sawyer, your local Rocket Mortgage professional right here in Greenville, North Carolina. With Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates rise, yours is safe. But if they fall within the first 3 years of buying, you can refinance to a lower rate with exclusive savings. Take the Rocket advantage of calling me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, you know why we're here. The football season is back! Woo! That means those pregame barbecues with an ice-cold Pepsi? Totally back. Your perfectly placed football watching corner seat back and comfy as ever. 18 Sundays of touchdown scoring, Hail Mary throwing, ice-cold Pepsi flowing football action. You better believe it's back. And since that's too amazing to miss a single second's worth, Pepsi is officially giving you permission to always put football first. And when we say always, we mean always. Like when your lawn is looking less like a lawn and more like a jungle. If the game's on, then the lawnmower ain't. And those gutters you haven't cleaned, today is not their day. Or maybe those in-laws are back in town. Well, better hope they're football fans because your Sunday is completely booked. Long story short, crack open a Pepsi and don't let anything get between you and your football watching. With love, Pepsi, made for football watching. That's what I like.
Are you looking for a home loan? Look no further than Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage. Since 1960, Guild Mortgage has partnered with industry professionals to close loans on time and help millions of Americans realize their dreams. Call Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage in Jacksonville, 910-389-4602. Amy Goss is licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 3274. NMLSconsumeraccess.org / for licensing information. Please visit guildmortgage.com / licensing. Guild Mortgage is not affiliated with Pirate Radio.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you. U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show, 317-1250. Professor Weaver has done the research. Would you like to give your results on what Julius Wood played in high school?
You want to guess?
I'm going to say he was obviously a defensive back, and I'm going to say wide receiver.
Very good. Ding, 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 ding.
So he
was
play
a strong safety and wide receiver, ran a 4.40. At Blinn College, he was all defense, free safety, and strong safety. And, of course, you had to feel like when that pass was deflected and he caught it, he immediately went into wide receiver mode.
No doubt. Some beautiful juice. Yeah. Love the dive into the end zone.
He's been there, done that before.
Great stuff. Yep. All right, John, Zach. Good research, Wade.
Thank you.
John, Zach, JK, hang on. Let's go to Cameron in Greenville. Hey, Cameron.
Clip, Billy, how about them Pirates, man? That win might have just saved their season. With that being said, the only thing that Donnie Kirkpatrick should be coordinating is the weekly bingo contest at the retirement home. I mean, what in the world are we doing with some of these play calls? I just don't understand. Even though we won the game tonight, I don't get it. I don't get some of these play calls. We get down 17-0, and we finally start to play with some rhythm and movement, and also some speed on the offense, like moving the ball. And then we come back in the game and we slow it back down and let Memphis hang around when we could like step on their throats. I just don't get the offensive play call. And even though we won tonight, I don't feel like we've improved. I mean, overtime the play calls I thought were better, but I don't know. Just take the win out of perspective, and us being Pirate fans, Billy and Clip, and have an honest perspective of what our play calling has been on offense. Do y'all think we've made any improvements at all since the Navy game? I mean, just being honest, we won the game today, but the game shouldn't have gone into overtime. We had a missed extra point when the game should have been overtime, and we shouldn't have scored so quick when Keith Mitchell ran in with a minute left. But I'm just honest. Take not being a Pirate fan out of it. Do you think we've made any progress offensively up in terms of play calling?
I saw progress from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. I felt like early on we ran the ball every first down, and then we started throwing first down, and the result wasn't much different because it was almost a 3-yard pass here, a 2-yard pass, but they were throwing on first down more. I mean, that's about all I can say as far as differences I saw tonight. As the game went on, I felt like we started getting a little more aggressive with first down play.
Well, they were getting a little bit more aggressive with the intermediate pass. I'm still scratching my head about the fourth down, the fake punt in your own territory, 4th and 23 or whatever it is. I want to know who called that play. Now, was that Donnie calling that play? And is that Houston saying, yeah, let's do this? Usually in that situation, that's a head coach call. I don't understand that call at all. I would love to know the reasoning behind that, what they saw, if they saw something on film, if there was somebody lined up in a certain situation where they automatically go into a fake punt. I just don't know what that is, because that obviously was just a head scratcher.
I'll also be in the minority here probably, but I don't mind scoring when ECU scored at the fourth quarter. I don't want to tempt fate and take knees and run the clock and not get in the end zone or have to settle for a field goal with all of the field goal issues we've had the entire freaking season.
Yeah.
So in a perfect world, run the clock out, score as the game ends, sure. But I don't mind scoring a touchdown, getting up, and then saying, all right, defense, get a stop. Well,
your defense has been playing. Your defense has
this year played well. Tonight not so much.
But still, you have to go on the entire resume of that defense throughout the year. And
I like our chances.
You like your chances. I mean, obviously they didn't play as well tonight as they have been all year, but you have to show confidence in your defense and say, okay, the defense needs to go out there and hold them. We're relying on you to win this game. And of course, there was only one big play, if you remember, in that last drive. It was that big play over the middle, and that, 25, 30 yards or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And right when they made that play, I thought they're going to score here, and they did.
And I think Alan asked this question before I just said what I said, but I just read it. Why not run the clock down at the end of regulation and kick the field goal? Have you not watched our field goal operation this year? And you want to not walk into the end zone when Memphis is letting you score and try a field goal with all the disasters we've had this year? I don't. Again, I might be in the minority, but Alan, you say it would basically have been an extra point? Do you know what our extra point numbers are this year? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Let me find it. Jeez Louise. Extra points this year for East Carolina. Where's the stat?
Stat to consider.
Well, I can tell you right now.
20 of 25. And then what was tonight? Did we have another one tonight?
We had one tonight.
Yeah.
We had a mishap
basically
tonight.
an extra point?
Yeah.
No. So you mean we might freak miss it?
We literally had a mishap tonight, which I think it's happening every single East Carolina football
If they took a knee and settled for a field goal and missed it after all the struggles they've had,
can you imagine?
All y'all would be bitching about it right now.
Fire everybody. Fire everybody is what would be said.
All right, 317-1250. JK is up in Pinehurst. Hey, JK.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good. What you got, JK?
Hey. Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm back again. Great win. I just want to say, y'all were just talking about the kicking game. I turn the TV off when we kick extra points. That's how I don't believe.
That's not a bad idea.
and on that, I forgot on the second overtime that you have to go for two. So I turned it off and I turned it on. I thought we missed it, but we had to go for two.
That's good stuff.
And then when Memphis scored, I was like, "Holy shit, they're going to kick extra."
Nah, you can't say that.
Say that.
My bad. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, I just want to say, yeah, great win, and same thing. My buddy said the same thing. He's like, "Why don't you just run the clock down and kick the field goal?" And I said, "You haven't watched our games this year."
Yeah, don't do it.
And then
Yeah.
So the guy calling in complaining about Donnie Kirkpatrick, I've heard it too much. Let's just be happy with the win. We just beat Memphis, a great AAC opponent. You know,
we've had struggles. We're 4-3. We got UCF coming to town next weekend, and I got $1,000 in my account, and I'm betting the ECU money line next weekend. I hope you're riding with me, Clip.
Let's do it. What's the? Let's play guess the line. What's your line for that game?
I will say UCF by UCF -4.
All right, I was gonna say 6.5. So we'll see where we are. Yeah,
6.5. Give me some more juice, and I just put in my midnight Hawaii money line bet.
You know what? I saw that's coming on TV, so I might have to ride with you there as well.
Well, I hit the Vols today, so I'm riding high.
Wow, good for you. I had Bama, so I don't care. Bye, JK.
All right, see ya.
There's JK calling in Pinehurst. We got baseball on the TV. 2-0 Dodgers over the Padres in the 6th inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Da Buck. Go Padres!
Da Buck.
Da Buck. Da Buck. Da Buck. Da Buck. Da Buck.
Because I made fun of Billy's Mets when they lost. Well, now the Braves are out. We could have the Dodgers out tonight if they could lose this. The Yankees are down 2-1. Let's just wipe all the good teams out.
Yeah.
And just have a weird World Series this year.
And I was like, only my Mets could get beat by a team of UPS drivers, but it looks like they're pretty good.
They're delivering in this series as well.
Wow.
Yes,
yeah.
All right, Zach is up and done. Hey, Zach.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Happy about the win, but Cameron pretty much hit the nail on the head. Yeah, you can't get down 17-0 to good teams. We scrapped and we clawed our way back, but, I mean, we got Central Florida next weekend. By the way, I'm calling 6.5-point spread. Central Florida next weekend, then Cincinnati. We got a very capable Houston team that can definitely put up points if we let them. And you know, you just can't let that happen. We don't open the playbook up until we're down 17-0, and then it looked pretty good. But come on, there's got to be strides made. And a month ago we're talking about competing for conference championships. Today we're favored by 6 points, and we have to squeak out a win in overtime that takes 4 overtimes. You shouldn't be happy about this. You should be satisfied. Be happy, but not satisfied, I guess. I'm still tossed up. It's still going to be a struggle to get to 6 wins, especially playing like we did tonight.
All right. Thank you for the call, Zach. And, yeah, you sound like my broadcast partner earlier. Billy was not happy about anything.
No,
Even when ECU was up 7 points late in the game, you were still angry.
I didn't think they were going to win.
You were upset about the start of the game? Like, that just got you in a bad mood?
Yeah, it just got me in a bad mood. Yeah. It really did. I'm sitting there and I'm watching this team, and I'm going, with the 4th down call and the 4th and 2 and missing it in the end zone, and I'm just thinking, man, like one of the callers said earlier, who is this team? Let me check some driver's license. This is not the team I know. What is going on here? Because I had thought then, I was like, well, first of all, I think the big thing was we were down 17-0, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to be at Pirate Radio until 4 o'clock in the morning because the calls are not going to stop when and if we lose this game. So maybe that's what got me down.
317-1250. We are here with you late, and I'm sure everybody out there appreciates it, like Brittany, who says, is this the MLB 5th quarter show? Brittany, cut your computer off, go to bed, stop watching. You're done. You're out.
You're done.
You're out. See ya. John's up in Greenville. Hey, John.
Hey, great win. I would have liked to have it be a bit more of a comfortable win, but a win is a win, and that was a very exciting game to be at.
It's never comfortable, is it? Like, we can never have a comfortable win.
No,
it's never.
That's not a Pirate way to win.
Yeah.
Even last year, how many close games did we win? But ultimately, what I think has been so frustrating about our offense this year, and I won't be on this too long, is that it feels like it's almost like a bar where it's very blunt and there's no trickery, and it doesn't feel like plays are run to set up other plays. And if you can't get above the bar, like a team like Campbell, we'll beat you to death with it. But with teams that have stronger defenses and teams in the AC, we can't just, expect them to make mistakes and lose. We need to be making them make decisions, making them wonder if we're going to run or pass the ball. You can't do those first-down runs every play. And I feel like when we were down 17-0, we really opened up the offense, passing-wise, which caused them to get on the back foot and to spread their defense, and it made it easier to run the ball. And I feel like that's kind of how we just need to be playing in general almost, where we need to establish passing on early downs so that they have to play back on defense, and then we can run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think that goes back to the old adage that, okay, do you run the ball to set up the pass, or do you pass the ball to set up the run? And I think at East Carolina, for the most part, you pass the ball to set up the run. And I think when East Carolina's done that, they've been successful. And I think you mentioned something about mistakes or whatever, but turnovers tonight, East Carolina won the turnover battle. If they don't get those interceptions, which should have been 3 interceptions, if you remember, there was an interception that was called back. That
I had a free play.
It was it was offsides.
Yeah.
East Carolina had intercepted the ball. Memphis kept control possession. They ended up kicking a field goal. So that was a 3-point. That basically gave them 3 points right there.
Oh, I think the play I wanted to see on the replay that I never saw was, they did show that one where East Carolina nearly had another bobble interception. I don't know if you remember that one where it hit off a receiver for Memphis.
Yeah.
So nearly another pick there. So, but anyway, all right, John, appreciate the call tonight. Coop tuned in, not Ventavious Cooper, but Stephen Cooper, tuned in, listening in the man barn, and he said it's been a pleasure, and he says, great job, everyone, go Pirates.
Anytime you've got a man barn and you can sit and listen to the fifth quarter and maybe have a Pirate beverage, that is a good night.
A nice fall night.
Oh, my, with a fire going?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Chandler's guys.
You know that face when you see a really hot chick and you're like, Lord, she is so. He's got that.
We're losing.
He just got Chandler's motor going, talking about a man barn
and a
fire and a Pirate beverage, listening to the fifth quarter call-in show. Man, I mean, is that like heaven for you?
By the way, when did they go up $1 on beer at the game?
They tried to sneak that one past the goalie.
I got 2 beers as soon as I walked in the game. They were like, that's $16. I was like, what?
Sucker.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Gotcha.
Another comment on YouTube. Your name's fine, but I'm not going to say it. I like saying people's real names. But that's the person's name. It's not bad, but I just don't want to promote saying names like that. He said, the band sounded awesome tonight. Huge props to them. I'll say Chandler and I were seated near the band, and I would agree. I thought the band did a great job tonight.
Band always does a good job.
Good band night.
And you know what I like that they do? My favorite thing that the band does when they get into the red zone, East Carolina gets
Stick it in.
Yeah.
For the longest time, my wife had no idea what they were saying until I told her, and now she giggles every time.
All right, Mark, Tim, Mr. Winstead, the creator of the dumpster juice list. Isaiah Winstead's dad's hanging on. And Kyle and LaGrange, you'll be next when we return on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. 317-1250. Still taking your calls at 12:30 in the a.m., and we got more to go after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. The doors open at noon, 7 days a week. And the Buck has live music every night, along with football. Monday is open mic night, the first Monday of each month. Tuesday, it's karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, it's acoustic night. Thursday, it's the dance party with DJ Kid Scene and live music every Friday and Saturday night with the best bands on the East Coast. Follow the Buck on Instagram for information and schedule of events. This season, party like a pirate at the Buck.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Hi, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Are you ready for fall? Because we are with our fall savings event. Also, are you tired of other dealers marking up their vehicle over MSRP? Don't worry, because at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we don't do that. Come work with the best salesman in Beaufort County, Stephen Tyson, voted by Washington Daily News. Have the pleasure of working with the best sales staff in Eastern North Carolina during our fall savings event. We have a vehicle for every need. Come check out the all-new design Jeep Grand Cherokee and more. And remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Fall isn't just for football, it's a great time for something new to wear as well. And Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day as well as any other day for men and women. Whether it's dress, casual, or even a formal occasion, Russell's has you covered. Russell's has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for 39 years with quality clothing and personal service. We are proud supporters of ECU Athletics and invite the Pirate Nation to shop Russell's in downtown Washington, the home of Russell's Clothing.
Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, let's take a look at some of the finals from earlier today. North Carolina defeated Duke in Durham 38-35. As we mentioned a little while ago, USC falls to Utah. Lincoln Riley's ball club is now 6-1. Final score there was 43-42. From earlier today, number 9 Ole Miss defeated Auburn 48-34. It was Texas beating Iowa State 24-21. Oklahoma beat 19th-ranked Kansas 52-42. Old Dominion walloped Coastal Carolina 49-21. Michigan beat up on Penn State 41-17. Miami beat Virginia Tech 20-14. And Colorado was winless heading into this game. In Boulder, they beat California 20-13 in overtime to get their first win of the season. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates, and they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night along with football. Follow The Buck on Facebook and Instagram for updated schedules, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
The Buck.
Duh, Buck.
Duh, Buck, duh, Buck, duh, Buck, duh, Buck, duh, Buck.
I've got a video. Steve and I got posting this on Twitter. It said it was, and he said this. It was at this very moment I saw my entire life flash before my eyes, and this is Mike Houston approaching the podium.
How about those friggin' Pirates?
Wow.
And he actually punches the
He shakes it.
stand.
He shakes the podium.
I mean, it seriously looks like he was about to just destroy it.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see the video now. That's pretty cool. That's awesome, man. He's fired up. Good stuff.
Here's another Buck score update, because this is a rather strange. We have a drone delay in the Padres-Dodgers game.
We were just talking about that.
It just popped up. It's as the Dodgers are leading the Padres 2-0 in the top of the 7th inning, and now we are under drone delay.
Clayton McCullough getting some great TV time. The former Pirate and the first base coach of the Dodgers. All right, shout out to Colorado fans. They were winless. I saw a video of their final play today. They had a great crowd for a winless team. So shout out to the Buffs for that. All right, Mark, Tim, Michael Winstead, and you guys hang on. We go to Kyle in LaGrange. Hello, Kyle.
What's going on, fellas? I'm in LaGrange tonight. I'm on my way back to Greenville. Finally, let me tell you guys something, man. Homecoming never meant anything to me because I was always there. This year's the first game I've been able to go to all year. Cliff, you know what I've been going through. I'm still going through it. Got a lot more to go. Start chemo on Monday. So homecoming meant something to me this year. I cheered up a little bit when I grabbed my parking pass to go to the game. I was finally getting to go to a game this year. And, you know, people can analyze it. Didn't play well, did play well, started off playing like crap. Played well at the end of the game, played well in overtime, didn't play well at this part. Didn't play. Who gives a crap? We won an exciting game in 4 overtimes. And, you know, what a game to be at and experience. Just enjoy it. A couple of things I want to point out as people are going, well, we had to hang on to win this and win it in overtime. We were 6-point favorites and we shouldn't have been. I told you that the other clip. The spread made no sense to me. Memphis was 4-2. They had lost to Ole Miss out of the SEC and Houston by 1 point. They had one of the best offenses in the American. While we were 6-point favorites, I have no effing clue. So the fact that we didn't cover, we had to win it in 4 overtimes, I'm just glad we won it. It was a good win. And by the way, not for nothing, that's just the second win over an FBS opponent with a winning record Mike Houston has had in Greenville. He's had some on the road at Memphis last year. They went 6-6 at Marshall. That's just the second win. SMU and Memphis and Greenville are the only 2 FBS teams to win a record he's beaten Greenville. Unless I'm missing something, somebody check my facts. I'm fired up, man. Anybody who's not fired up after that game, your wood ain't wet, or maybe your wood is wet, whatever that saying is.
How's your wood, Weave?
It's always good. I don't know if it's wet, but it's good.
Hey, well, if it ain't wet, it ain't good, my friend.
Oh, my God. Well, it is 12:37 a.m. Guess we might as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, guys, I'm fired up, man. Like I said, everybody, you know, I'm an open book, and I've talked about it. Maybe people don't give a crap, but I've been going through a lot. So to be there tonight, experience this win was awesome. And I will say, I just want to say one more thing about those uniforms. Those uniforms are slick, baby. Those are the best-looking Pirate uniforms I've seen, I don't know, maybe of all time. I'm not so sold on the helmet, but the uniforms themselves. How do you guys think the uniforms would look with our regular, normal helmets?
I think it would still look good, but I like the helmets. I like it. I think everything just fits together really well.
Well, I just hope we can keep the uniform in rotation. If that means with other helmets, I'm cool with it because I want to see that uni again.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like the throwback. I really do.
I would go to it as our main uniform. I really would. That would be our primary uniform if I was running things.
I would, you know, I'm kind of like you, though. I would like to see it with, you know, maybe a black helmet or with the purple helmet just to see what it looks like because I can't I can't visually see it in my head. I can think, you know, until you see it, you don't know.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see what it looks like with those helmets.
Good perspective from Kyle tonight. Don't take this for granted. Don't take anything for granted. But glad you could make it out there tonight, Kyle.
No doubt, Clip. And I enjoyed every minute of it. And glad we won it 4 overtimes. I don't know if I'll be there for the UCF game or not. That'll depend on how I respond to stuff this week. But anyway, nobody wants to hear about that. Everybody enjoy the game tonight. Celebrate. Go Pirates.
All right, Kyle. Good luck to you,
Kyle.
buddy.
Yeah, good luck. Absolutely.
Kyle LaGrange, 317-1250. We talked to Mr. Winstead, Michael Winstead, joining us. Michael, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great, guys. How y'all doing?
Fantastic. Another big one from Isaiah, and man, awesome win for the Pirates tonight.
Yes, sir. They look good tonight. I'm glad they won the game because they really need to win the game. And when you see Isaiah on Monday, tell him his pop said that he's going to have to give him 20 for dropping that ball when he got hit in the back.
Man, he got popped.
I tell you what, I don't remember who recovered that ball, but Johnny on the spot.
King, I believe. I think it was Kerry King.
Yeah, because that was huge.
Yeah.
That was big. I mean, you were down inside the red zone. That was one that could have, man, had that ball been recovered by Memphis, that's a big swing right there. So yeah, but
Isaiah's a no excuse guy too, so I bet he will give you those 20 push-ups. He probably thinks he should have hung on to it.
Man, he took a pop.
It was big.
He took a pop in the back, and I can, kudos to the defender there. Really put a pop on him. The ball came out. I can see. I tell you what, if it was me, I'd be in traction.
Yeah,
but it was very fortunate that East Carolina kept possession of that ball.
Yeah, he's a tough kid, so he got good genes. So.
Well, while you're with us, Michael, anybody in the sports world you want to add to your? We named the dumpster juice list after you since you came up with the term. So we've got the Panthers on there, the Broncos, the Steelers offensive line. Oh, you said to put the Bears and the Commanders.
I was going to say, please tell me the Commanders are on.
Yeah, you want to put them up there officially?
Yes.
Might as well, right?
Is that the whole does that mean Daniel Snyder's on
the
there
whole
too?
organization?
The whole organization?
Yeah.
Yes.
Put them all in there. All right, Michael, anything else? What else did you see from the game tonight?
You know what grinds my gears is when the kids put their heart into the game and everybody complain about they should have did what they shouldn't have did.
Welcome to the fifth quarter.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. And we have had some calls that have said, look, I love what the kids did tonight. They grinded it out, but there's always stuff to nitpick. And, yeah, I've been doing this show for a while now, Michael, so this is par for the course for the show.
All right, y'all keep up the good work.
All right, great to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There's the father of Isaiah Winstead. We'll talk to Isaiah coming up on Monday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. And Pop said, give him 20.
Are you are you going to make him do 20 right here in the studio?
I'm not making that man do nothing.
No.
But I will say,
mean, or suggest it. How about suggest
I'm not doing
it?
that 20 push-ups. I can just hear him. I can hear him right now.
I'll do them, but I ain't doing them here.
He's a good kid.
We love Isaiah, we're gonna ask him about that fumble. Isaiah, you nearly cost the team, man. What's going on?
I'll tell you what, he took a shot directly to the middle of the back.
I was surprised he popped up like he did.
I was too.
Very surprised.
Yeah.
All right, Tim is up in Greenville. Hey, Tim.
Hey, fellas. Look, I want to let you know I appreciate y'all and the show. I know being on so late, especially having games starting at 7:30 or 6:30, makes your life probably a living. Well, I can't say it now. I don't know what time you can say it, but anyhow, you know what I'm talking about.
I tell you what,
say
Tim,
hell.
It feels a lot better after a win. I gotta say, if they'd have lost that game, I would be freaking miserable right now.
Yeah,
that win is gonna soldier me through the rest of the show.
That was a major win for ECU. They had to win this one. I mean, it was the Navy loss really hurt, and then last week that loss just magnified the Navy loss. And if they had lost tonight, it would have been a nightmare. But I've got a couple of questions. One, the extra point that was missed. If they had made the first extra point, there would have been no overtime. It would have changed the game completely. But I'm curious, was that Daffer that missed the first one?
Well, there was no miss. It was a botched hold, Billy, or
it
snap.
Was botched. No,
I didn't see the replay.
The snap was hit the holder right in the hands.
Yeah.
It was just dropped.
So there was no missed kick tonight.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was late and listened to it. The second question that I've got is the defense the secondary, I know they made 2 interceptions and came close to making 3, but they seemed awfully porous. I'm concerned about the defense. I know I hear a lot of things about the offense, but as Billy was saying, the run opens up the pass and the pass opens up the run. Without one, you can't really have the other. And it wasn't until the passing game really got going that the running game opened, and I saw listened to how the running game really did open up the passing game even more. But I'm concerned about the defense. It's like we couldn't get a stop at all.
Yeah. I was going to say we played a good offense, but throw that out the window because UCF's coming up next. You still got BYU, Cincinnati, Houston. We got a lot of good offenses coming up, so we need to figure it out. UCF has put up this year 56, 40, 41, and just dropped 70 on Temple.
Oh, that's
so that's it. So we're going to have to figure it out. And we said earlier in this show that it's kind of been trending that way. Pirates have been stingy against the run this year. The defense overall has still played winning football, but we've seen some trends, some 3rd and long, some big plays in the passing game, and we saw too many of those tonight. So it is certainly becoming a bit of a concern.
But what we have seen in previous games that we did not see tonight is that bend but don't break. They were giving up a lot of those 3rd and long situations in the middle of the field, but then when opponents got into the red zone, East Carolina really bowed up defensively. We didn't see that tonight. And that's a little bit concerning as well.
All right, Tim, anything else?
Yeah, the pass that the quarterback made at the end of the game in the final overtime. Didn't he misthrow the ball? The guy was open.
In the back of the end zone?
Yeah. He had the tight end in the back of the end zone, and that's a guy that had been giving East Carolina fits all night. Just big, physical, good tight end, and he was open in the corner of the end zone. Yeah, he was just he was overthrown. Absolutely.
And we could still be playing overtime right now.
True, yes.
So,
yep.
All right, fellas, appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Tim in Greenville. 317-1250. The call's still rolling in at 12:45. And we go to Mark in Charlotte. Hey, Mark.
Hey, everybody. I was at the game actually on my way back from Greenville. But anyway, I wanted to go back all the way to the first drive. Against Tulane, we won the toss and went through and took the ball and went 3 and out. Won the toss today and converted a couple 3rd downs. And then on the third down play, threw out in the flat to Keaton, and he did what he does, and he got the first down. However, he stepped out of bounds, but it seemed like we could have called a play and kept that drive alive, but we come up to the line, and it took us forever to snap the ball, and they stopped it. So I was wondering, is there something we can do to get up to the line when that, the coaches could let them know, hey, we need to snap the ball because we should have kept that drive alive.
Well, Mark and Billy, the 5th quarter began early tonight because a guy 2 rows up from me at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium said, hey, Clip. And I turned around and he said, how many calls you going to get about that first drive when East Carolina didn't run to the ball? So here we are. So I was already answering questions about that in the freaking stadium. No, Mark, they got to have something ready to go there. If there's a questionable call that goes in ECU's favor that can be challenged, they should know to hurry up, just run the ball to Mitchell for 2 yards or whatever. But, yeah, that is something that they got to be very aware of there.
Well, if you remember, East Carolina took advantage of that very same situation later in the game on the catch that was really not a catch by C.J. Johnson. They got up to the line of scrimmage pretty quickly, ran another play, and there wasn't a chance to call a timeout by Memphis or to challenge that or anything. So they did take advantage of that. They did do that later in the game. But, yeah, that was a situation where that could have bode well for East Carolina's as it did later in the game.
Anything else, Mark?
Yeah, one more thing real quick. I believe they let Keaton Mitchell score at the end of the game.
Yeah.
At the end of regulation. And I Memphis was real smart on that. But I really think Memphis made a big mistake at the end of the first half when they came out and was just pretty much careless with the ball and gave us a chance to get some momentum going into halftime.
That was a game changer.
It was, and I was very pleased to see the East Carolina coaching staff and how they utilized the timeouts at the end of the first half, and they actually had some aggression, and instead of playing passive, they were in attack mode to try and score at the end of the first half. So I was very happy with the way that whole situation played out.
I think, I don't know how much I actually believe this, because Mike Houston is going to do what he wants to do and not worry about what fans say. But Memphis had the ball at the end of the first half, and the way the time was situated, ECU only had 2 timeouts. So they call one on first, they call one on second, and then Memphis could just run out the clock.
Right.
But he used the timeouts anyway.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was feeling pressure to call those timeouts because he hasn't done it in previous spots. And even though it didn't matter, they could have fumbled the ball, so it kind of did matter. But they ran out the clock. But I almost feel like Houston did that because previous games he's heard the boos for not calling timeouts.
Well, everybody's human. The thing is coaches will like to tell you that none of that stuff, that they have a game plan, they have a way they do things, and that's just kind of the way it is. But everybody, we're all human. They hear that. So that wouldn't surprise me. Is that exactly how it happened? Who knows? And you're probably never going to get anything out of him.
Billy, are we human or are we dancer?
What?
That's a song. 317-1250.
I don't think I know that song.
Shirley knows it. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Don, Chris, Charlie, hang on. We'll get to your calls on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show.
Now I want to hear the song.
Are we here? Who is it, Shirley? Who sings that? Do you know? I'll have to Google it up, YouTube it.
Google them up.
You got anything, Shirley?
Sing it again.
Are we human or are we dancer? Am I singing it right? It's an old song. It's
an old song?
Okay, that's not it. I don't know. So what am I doing? We'll take a time out.
We'll Google it up.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Beauty Bar Medispa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty. October 7th through the 14th, all services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove and Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Here today with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood.
Jeff, how's the service department?
Service is going great. Like I told you before, 2022 is the year of the customer. We've been voted #1 dealership in Greenville for 3 years in a row, and there's a reason why. For service, we still offer free pickup and drop-off, so we're trying to make it super convenient for the customer. And right now, our customers are repairing their vehicles more than ever.
How can people make a service appointment?
They can go to brownwood.net or dial 355-6080.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you, 317-1250. I knew Are We Human, Are We Dancer was a song. For some reason in my head, I thought it was like an 80s song. I looked it up. No, it's by the Killers, and I do recall it now. Thank you to Scott. Thank you to Greg. Thank you to Josh, and also somebody, Al said on Twitter. Well, it says AL.American. I guess it's Al. Said that was a horrible rendition clip, but it's the Killers. So thank you.
And I've never heard that song.
My signs are vital. Yes. All right, Jack, that's Charlie, Chris, hang on. Don in Raleigh is up on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Hello, Don.
Hey, all right. So, yeah, I think kind of like everybody else, kind of giving up on
Don, you're breaking up on us, man. Can't hear you.
Oh.
That movie might got you. Try again.
Yeah. I was saying in the first quarter, I was kind of giving up on everything, kind of like other people were saying. But I think we got to kind of get used to the fact that we actually can win these days. But
when's the last time we came back from 17 down?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The Marshall game last year, how many points
we
down?
Were down
were
17 in the fourth quarter.
That's right. Yeah, okay. That's right. The Marshall game, yeah.
With like 7.5 minutes left.
Yep. Which I would much rather be down 17-0 in the first quarter.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way. You don't want to make that a habit, of course, but I tell you what, had East Carolina not responded the way they did at the end of the first half, I think there would have been a mass exodus there at halftime. Really
definitely.
would.
I mean, the Boo Birds were out. I tweeted about it, man. There was a lot of booing going on in that stadium, and you had cheers as they walked off the field at halftime because they were able to get those two scores late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different team than it was, Yeah.
Oh, it was a different team from the first quarter to the second quarter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, Don, anything else, man?
Oh, yeah, I was mentioning the fake punt. Everybody kind of said that was crazy, and I did at the time. But those things only work when people are least expecting, and it didn't work. But had it worked, we'd be saying that was a genius call. I mean.
Yeah, what's funny, I had just asked about that if someone had asked in the post-game interviews, what the thinking was on that, and Glenn Big Dog had said that, what I suspected, that the coaches saw something and made that call. So that wasn't a situation where they saw something on the field. Maybe a guy was out of position. I don't know if it was a defensive back that was not covering a receiver or whatever it was. They saw something there, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, it was too long to go for it in that situation, I think.
Oh, I agree.
It's a long ways to go.
23 yards is a long way.
Yeah. So
I think they figured they could get past midfield, and worst case scenario, you're not in the worst position ever, but yeah.
All right, Don. Thanks, man.
What it is.
Yeah.
Go Pirates.
Don in Raleigh, 317-1250. Chris is up in Smithfield. Hey, Chris.
Hey, y'all. So here's what I got. Tonight deserves this. This game deserves the I go.
All right. Thank you. We'll have to add that to the, maybe we bring the song back. Good
I
stuff,
know who
Chris.
this is, too.
Is that? Oh,
And he
that's
hung
it.
up.
All right, good
that,
call.
That was my buddy Chris who texted me earlier about the neighbor yelling "I go" out in on the back deck.
I go. Thank you, Chris. We go to Charlie in Pittsburgh. Hello, Charlie.
I go.
I tell you what, I don't miss the entire song being played, but I do think when you guys have I Go on Pirate Radio Live, you should at least hit that I Go.
Fair enough. All right, we'll do it.
Deserves to be safe. But
I think I said this before. It reminds me of the Ricola. Remember the commercial?
I do remember that. That was very annoying.
Ricola.
Great marketing by them. We're still talking about Ricola 30 years later.
Yeah, right.
All right, Charlie, what's up?
Boys, it was a good win tonight. I'm going to keep this short because I don't have a lot of voice left after them overtimes. But, obviously there's things to be improved, but gosh knows that was a gritty win. Like the caller said a little while ago, we got down like that in the first quarter, and I thought, here we go. Pirates are favored at home, and we're about to get blowed out. And daggone if they didn't fight back. And just a good win. Uniforms look great. I really like the graphics that were going on in the stadium, like the old school video game graphics. I thought that was cool. I just happy it was a great win tonight. I think if we're gonna get to bowl eligibility this year, I think we're gonna have to win some more games like that. Maybe not in 4 overtimes, but I think there's gonna be some tough games from here on out. And but I think it depends on which Pirates show up to play, but I think we can do it. I think we can get there. And I want to say if you can get to Greenville next weekend, by God, get there.
Yeah.
We're not going to be favored, but we can win if we get a good crowd in there and if this team shows up and plays like they can. So anyway, good win tonight. Go take my call. Have a good night.
All right. Always enjoy hearing from you, Charlie, after the game on the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. And now I was going to say something, and I forgot. He was talking about we're going to be in more games like this, and if we go to a bowl have to win more games like this. That's why it's so important to figure out this kicking situation. And we got some things figured out tonight with Conrad in, but still had a botched hold, and that's why it's so vital, because every freaking extra point matters when you're in a close game like this.
Oh, yeah, and something else I wanted to touch on, too, is that Charlie had said wants everybody to come out to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. As well as I do, weather makes a big difference. So I just pulled up my weather app, and for the 10-day forecast, looking like right now, next Saturday, 70 degrees, sunny.
My goodness gracious. Great weather day today.
51 at night.
Let's do it again.
So it's going to be pretty much a carbon copy of what you saw tonight weather-wise at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. No excuse, people. I mean, get out there because, we all know you get into late October, early November, and this is the time you got to step up and...
Sorry, Bill.
Oh, no, sorry. That's okay.
Down the line, we got a double. Is it an RBI double or a 2-run double? I think a RBI double. He is fired up.
I don't know. Is this the MLB 5th quarter? Is this what we're doing?
Dodgers 3-2, but man, the Padres fans are going nuts. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Sorry to cut you off.
Go Brownies!
All right, let's go to Jack in Greenville. Hey, Jack.
Yes, there we go. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
What a gutsy performance by Holt Nailers. And Keaton Mitchell carried us, put us on his 150-pound back in the overtime. What a move! I think that was crazy. But gotta go to the fake punt. We ran a fake punt against SMU 2 years ago, and there was an option. There was an option to run 16 yards. There was no option to go. It was either we're going or we're not. I mean, the gunner could have came down and got 16 yards. It was a 10-point game. Why are we doing it? That's the first thing. Then, Second thing, we know what Memphis is bad at. They got these giant dudes on the inside. Why are we running the ball up the middle? But, that's neither here nor there. But then we turn it around, and right at halftime, everybody turned around, and we were throwing the ball down the seams, and it worked out great. But my questions are, we have these cornerbacks, and I've seen it multiple times, where they're playing 10 yards off our receivers, and we're not throwing a screen pass or something. And then we can't throw the ball downfield. Thoughts?
My thoughts are, I love your style as a caller, Jack. You get your points in, and you kind of talk fast, and then you stop, and then...
Yeah, I'm trying to get you guys good at bed, but yeah.
That was good stuff. Why are we doing what we do when we do what we do? I don't know. No, I mean, I don't have any answers for you in that regard. It's kind of frustrating to watch.
And then, so, Mike Houston, excellent, I said excellent, timeout first half.
Yep.
Second half, we sacked the quarterback. Everybody's celebrating. You can't celebrate in a 2-minute drill. But then we have 2 timeouts. We're not ready. Call a timeout, Mike. What are you doing? Like, call a timeout. No, next play, they throw a 50-yard pass down the field, set up a touchdown. I mean, I just think that's a miss from Mike there. So it's just mind-boggling. You just gotta be there.
Yeah, because obviously that big pass play over the middle on that final drive in regulation by Memphis was the killer. I mean, it really was.
Yeah. And the final drive is purple gold. Purple is a 2-syllable word. Gold is a 1-syllable word. It is purple gold, not purple gold, purple gold, purple gold. The dance team's trying to lead us in purple gold. It's a slow chant. It's not a fast chant. I don't know when we started getting this fast chant in, but that's all I got.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for your call.
I'm with you there.
Thanks, Jack.
I think.
Good call. Don't really care to be talking about purple gold chants at 1:06 a.m., but you know what? That's what the show's all about.
Purple gold.
All right, lines are locked and loaded. People still want to talk, and the Padres have come back on the MLB fifth quarter show. 3-3. Boy, Brittany.
And they've got runners on the corner.
I bet you're glad you left now.
That's right.
You're missing a hell of a ball game. All right, we will take a break, come back, more to go. We got Owen, we got Mike, we got Blake, and we got a line open.
Can we do a MLB watch-along?
Back with you after this. Whoa, my pen went flying.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Lang with Carolina Hardscapes, and we're excited to announce that we're Eastern North Carolina's premier fiberglass pool installation company. We partnered with industry-leading San Juan Pools so that we can build the backyard of your dreams. Whether it's an outdoor fireplace, patio, outdoor kitchen, or now a pool, give us a call at 364-1201 or find us on the web at CarolinaHardscapesandMulch.com so we can make your backyard the place to be. Go Pirates!
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Carlton Venters or C.J. Messerly at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or do you just have the blahs? Well, maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness offers IV hydration, which can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, and even fix a hangover. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Stop by at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
Hey Pirate Nation, Shimmer Boutique is your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials. This is Holt Nailers, and if you need a Yeti cooler, apparel, shoes, or accessories for the season, Shimmer has you covered. Shimmer Boutique is also the exclusive retailer in Greenville carrying the largest selection of built-in broken gear for adults and youth. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville across from Lowe's. Go Pirates! Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
This is Carson Wistenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, Major League Baseball in the National League Division Series, Game 4, Dodgers and Padres. The Padres have tied it up at 3 apiece. There are runners at first and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. San Diego trying to close this thing out. They lead the series 2-1. Let's talk about some finals from earlier today in college football. Tennessee upsets Alabama 52-49. And NC State loses to Syracuse 24-9. Oklahoma State loses to TCU 43-40 in double overtime. Georgia walloped Vanderbilt 55-0. Tulane was a winner over South Florida 45-31. The Green Wave are now 6-1, and number 25 James Madison was upset today by Georgia Southern by a final of 45-38. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It's your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates. And they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night along with football. You can follow The Buck on Facebook and Instagram for updated schedules, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back in to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, still taking your calls here on this Sunday morning. Got our Brown and Wood Drive of the Game coming up in a little bit, but got more of your calls to take, including Owen, Mike, and right now we'll go to Blake in Cary, who is on the Pit Electric Live line. Hello, Blake.
Hey, boys, I know it's 1:15 a.m., but how about them freaking Pirates, baby?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Balake fired up tonight.
Man, I don't know what, it may be just the stress and the cholesterol I can feel building up in my arteries, but that is the most emotional I've felt at the end of a Pirate game in a long time. I mean, last time I can even think of being that excited was when we got bowl eligible last year. But, man, the stress of that game, I was in the stands with my brother and my dad, and we're lifelong Pirate. I mean, my first game was in '99 when my parents took me when I was 2 years old, and we beat the Miami Hurricanes when they were 9th ranked in the nation. And so, like, I grew up going to East. And I don't remember the last time I was this hyped up after a game, and I've just driven an hour and a half back to Cary. You know, like, and I feel like it was a complete game. I know that there's definitely flaws and things that we need to fix, but I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. Holton, 26 for 34, 304 yards and 1 touchdown. Keaton, 149 yards, 3 touchdowns. Isaiah Winstead, 9 receptions, 154 yards, 1 touchdown. We had 2 interceptions, 1 for a pick 6. Like, I mean, overall stats-wise, everything looked so good. I mean, obviously, I mean, I'm still on the the wagon of fire DK, but still, I mean, I am so happy with this win, because this means we only need one more win out of these 4 that are going to be super difficult, and then we have Temple. Like, this was a huge win, guys.
This is why do we do the 5th quarter? Why do we sit here until 1:15 in the morning? Because Blake needs somebody to talk about his Pirates instead of just screaming out his window riding to Cary.
Which would work too.
That works too, but
that might get you arrested if you pass a police officer. But
this is why we do it, and it's great to hear you fired up, Blake. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, and he put some stats out there too with Keaton's stats and Holton's, and you made a great point earlier about Keaton Mitchell's stats. We've seen inflated stats like that, big numbers out of Keaton Mitchell in the past, but these are different
His
because
long
you don't
tonight
have
was 20 yards.
20 yards. You don't have that 90-yard run or that 60 or 70-yard run where he gets into the secondary and then turns on the Jets. There was a couple times he had the potential to do that tonight, and just like I'd mentioned, a couple late tackles in the secondary that he just missed breaking one off. But that's impressive stats by that young man, definitely.
All right, Blake, keep partying, man.
I partied on the ride home, baby.
All right, good deal. There's Blake in Cary, 317-1250. Mike Owen, hang on 1 second. We got Brian Bailey joining us after a thrilling Pirate win, the longest football game in ECU football history. And Bailey, you were there tonight. Billy Weaver said at one point there's a highlight on WNCT. You said you saw Bailey filming in the end zone.
Actually, it looked like Bailey was in good position for a bunch of the overtime stuff. Bailey, I bet you got some good video tonight, didn't you?
I got some okay video. I'm old.
It might be a little blurry, a little out of focus, but it's all good, right?
We gotta change the rules about this. The end of the field. Just play it at one end of the field.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, because the photographer's got to hustle it down to the other end of the field. Yeah, I remember those days. I don't miss that at all.
I thought somebody was going to get me from security. I just went right down the middle of the field. I'm too old for that. I had a wheelchair by the third overtime. The wheelchair. It was some kind of game, though.
And Mike Houston was fired up after it, wasn't he, Bailey?
He was. He walked in to do the coach's show with Brian Meador and myself, and he said, I got after the media a little bit. I said, what'd you get after them for? He said, man, a lot of naysayers, a lot of doubters.
Yeah, there was a lot of doubters after he goes for it on 4th and 23 with a fake punt inside your own 30-yard line. Yeah. I mean, he's come on now.
I asked about that in the coach's show because, it's his show, but you still got to ask questions like that. But he said they gave him the look that they were looking for, and that and somebody else told me, and I'm not sure who it was, but somebody that was up top said if ifs and buts and candy were nuts and all that stuff, but that if Ryan Jones had gotten around, if they had gotten one block that they were supposed to get, that he'd have gotten the first down easily.
Hey, well, guess what? On every play of every game, if there's one block that's made, it's going to turn into a big play. Come on now.
But I'm just saying.
I know.
Down there, but yeah, I mean, it was looking bleak. 17-0, man. And you go for it down 10-0. You go for it, like you said, and they don't get it, and it's 17-0. But I tell you what, man, that just the ups and downs of that game, and the ebbs and flows, and there were some big defensive plays and some defensive letdowns, and it was just something else. Those interceptions were big. The pick six was, the interception was good enough, and then the run back, man, that was something to watch.
Yeah, that
we had to look it up. We found out, Billy did the research, that Julius Wood did indeed play receiver in high school, and you could see that on that play.
Yeah, he said I think in the post game that he played. I think he said he played both sides of the football,
Yep.
in Little League and all the way up to high school. So he looked really good on that return. But as your caller before this said, it was a very important game because if you drop this one, and as we said, it looked really bleak early, but now you still got your shot. You've got some tough games ahead, but there's nothing to say you can't go to BYU and win. There's nothing to say you can't go to Cincinnati and win. They'll have to play better, and they'll have to play better next week against UCF if they're going to win that game.
But Bailey, how many times have we seen East Carolina come up big in big games? Like, you're talking about going on the road to BYU and going on the road to Cincinnati. But how many times have we seen East Carolina kind of play up to their competition? Now, we've seen them play down to their competition as well. So, I mean, there's nothing out of question in this. I mean, anything could happen in these last few games.
Yeah, and everybody, I think, has put Hipple down as a win, but you
right.
don't know what happens in November when you go up to Philadelphia. It can be a long, cold day.
Are we going to bring our cold weather gear this time, Bailey?
Yeah, better make sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Bailey, I did think about you during the game, too, because when they were showing all the 80s graphics and the old pirate script on the helmet, and they had the old strutting PD up on the scoreboard a few times, I thought about that. I thought about you. Did that bring back some memories? I mean, you've been here since the 80s, right?
Well, it makes me a little nervous that you're sitting with your beautiful wife and thinking about me.
Oh, yeah.
Old stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the look, the uniform. I'd like to see the pirate script on a purple helmet like the old days. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see the ECU helmet that the Pirates wore in the Peach Bowl that year. I'd like to see that sometime. So I'd like to see the pirate helmet with the old pirate, on it.
Let's just do it all. Let's just do it all.
Why not?
Let's just become Oregon. Okay, let's do it all.
Yeah.
Do it all.
I'm with it. But go ahead, Bailey.
The white helmet jinx is over. The white helmet jinx.
Yeah.
Finally got to win it with a white helmet.
Well, it's the white helmets with the skull and crossbones, not with the script anymore now. The script is we're good with that now.
Good. That'll work.
Bubba brings up a good point. Everybody's saying show up next week, UCF. He says this is the last time they'll come to Greenville in at least a long time, maybe ever, because they're out of the American.
Yeah.
So we need to send them off to the Big 12 with a butt kicking. But Bailey, tonight's game was huge. Last week's game was huge. We lost it. Tonight's game must win. Huge. We won it. Sets up another huge game next week. The more you win, the bigger the games get. And man, we got a showdown with the Knights coming up next week.
Yeah, and it was just a fun weekend. I had a chance to be at the Hall of Fame banquet, talk to Marcus Crandall. I talked to Coach Logan, Jeff Connors. I mean, hearing stories from those guys on Friday night. Then the homecoming. Homecoming's kind of cool because you see all these people that a lot of people that can't come to but one game try to come to the homecoming game. So that was really neat. The tailgating that was going on, and then the air was let out of the balloon when you're down 17-0 in the second quarter. But give those Pirates credit, man. They hung in there and they came back, and I think Holton Ahlers, man, he did a great job. He's battered and bruised, but he hung in there and he got the job done.
Well, I think that's the story of Holton's career. Battered and bruised all the time, but always out there giving it 100%.
We saw him coming off the field. Chandler said it like he was saying, pull my arm. What were you saying, Chandler?
Pull my finger.
I can't remember.
No, that was me and Chandler.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I can't remember who the player was, but he goes up to whoever it is, and he's telling them, like, hey, pull my arm right quick. Because, I mean, his arm's
It was CJ, I think. And we joked that I asked Coach Houston about it on the coaches show, and he kind of laughed about it and said, well, I'll just give you guys an injury report and let you guys have it every week. So everybody knows that Holton's banged up. Everybody that watches film and anything else knows that Holton's got some shoulder problems with that non-throwing shoulder. I mean, it's on ESPN. It's everywhere you look. So I don't think it's that big a deal anymore because he battles through it. He plays through it. And he did. We had Garrett Short told me that he had video of Holton going over there and saying, hey, man, get my shoulder back right. And he got it back right, and he kept playing, and the Pirates won the game.
Yeah, they were warming up Mason Garcia, but Holton Ahlers able to go back in the game and get the win tonight.
Do you guys remember Lethal Weapon, the movie? Mel Gibson, when he popped his shoulder out and he would slam it against the car and then go on about his business? Kind of reminds me of Holt Naylor. Just pop it back in and let's go. Let's do this.
There you go.
There you go.
BB, good stuff, man.
It was fun. It was a good time. 4 overtimes, man. I tell you. And I'm telling you, when you're doing the show, the coach's show, and Billy can tell you because he's done stuff like that too. You're writing stuff down, notes down to ask the coach. Well, damn, we get in the score app. The apps that were out there had the scoring in the wrong order. So I'm looking at it, and I knew that the Pirates won the toss and that Memphis had the ball first, but the score app had it backwards. So Mito and I are trying to write, and Mito said, look, I watched it. I wrote it down. Trust me. I said, Mito, I trust you with my life anyway. I know I trust you on this. So we finished it up with that, and we got it all done. But Coach was in a pretty good mood as far as that goes, and it was tough.
Man, these night games are a quick turnaround for that coach's show, aren't they, Bailey?
Oh, they are. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, I just left the TV station because I went by to make sure we had some download stuff, like Billy was talking about. I had a good angle on some stuff. We pushed all that stuff to Meador so he can work with that. The player interviews, pushed that out. We do Coach Houston's post press conference and get it to East Carolina so they can put it on the YouTube channel so people can see that. So there's a lot of things that go on, and now Meador, he'll be working until probably 4 or 5 in the morning at the very least to get it done.
He's a soldier, man. And just quick plug on the coach's show. What time's it air tomorrow?
11:30 a.m. on the official station of the Pirates, WNCT.
There you go.
All right, BB, go to bed.
All right.
Yeah, you're old. You need sleep.
For the week.
Later, man.
Here you go.
Brian Bailey Show coming up Monday at noon. Every coach will want to be on that show after this win. All right, let's see if Mike and Owen hung on the line. Mike in Currituck, are you there?
Yeah.
All right, sorry it took so long to get to you.
Oh, that's no problem at all. I just had a quick comment, question. On our last drive there in the fourth quarter, where everybody basically knew that Memphis was going to let us score. And I know you said you wouldn't have taken a knee there, but coming out of the timeout, we pretty much assumed they were going to let us go in. What would you think about taking the knee on first? Because it was first down, just, hand in the middle, get to the goal line and stop. Make them burn their last time out there instead of letting them keep a timeout.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, if it works out at the end when you score and you're able to do all that, then yeah, that's a great idea. I don't like tempting fate.
Right, because there's no guarantee right there. Because what happens is on first down, if Memphis says, okay, we're going to let you score, and then East Carolina says, well, we're not going to score on purpose, that changes the whole dynamic, and that changes the outcome of the way Memphis plays that. Then Memphis could say, okay, they're not going to score. Let's play them straight up here and stop them and make them kick a field goal. So then it could backfire. So I think you just take the points given and you put the ball in the hands of your defense like it was. And, just unfortunately, the East Carolina defense gave up one big play in the middle of the field, which made the difference in that drive and allowed Memphis to go down and score.
And I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying you're right or Allen was right or wrong or anything. There's different ways to do it, and I've seen it done both ways. But just as bad as the kicking situation has been, I don't feel like risking it.
Now, on the flip side, if that were Memphis in that situation with their kicker hadn't missed a field goal all year and still hasn't missed one,
they might have done that.
Then they might have done that, and that would have been a great call because you're all about analytics now and what works and what not. Like Clip said, when you have a kicking game that goes into this game 20 of 25 on extra points, that's not on field goal attempts. Those are on extra point attempts. And which that would have been an extra point in that situation, that, basically an extra point from that distance. So I don't think you, like Clip said, I don't think you tempt fate in that situation.
I definitely totally agree on the kicking because I've never heard a stadium collectively holding their breath as I did on that last extra point.
And I've never heard a stadium cheer an extra point being made by a new kicker that came into the game either, like the way I heard it in that stadium.
100%. Even the last couple games with Dapper, every time he would make one, you would think we had just won the conference.
Right.
All right, Mike. Anything else, man?
And I was just saying, obviously, if we didn't score on the first down, Memphis at that point is going to try to stop us. And I agree, to an extent about you never know what's going to happen. You can fumble well, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, your way might have been the right way, but we got we ended up giving up the touchdown, which we didn't want, but got the W. All right, Mike, thanks for hanging out with us late, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all's show.
All right, thank you.
And Jeff Collins on YouTube, I saw your comment. If you really are waiting on a shirt from last basketball season, probably from a watch-along, I apologize for that. Shoot me a Facebook message or email me clip@pirateradio1250.com, and we'll take care of you. All right, Owen in Tampa, are you there?
Dude, this show needs a shot clock fast.
I knew you were going to be angry if you were still hanging on.
You are never allowed to complain about how late it is again after letting Bailey fumble.
Oh, man.
That senile got to cut it short.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up. Sorry, Owen.
Oh, look at the rain coming down. Speaking of shot clocks, we're going to talk about rain.
Damn, it is pouring in San
down
Diego.
in San Diego, which it never rains in San Diego.
All right, Owen, what's up, man?
Nobody cares.
All right, well, go on. It's your time. Go ahead.
Shut up. We finally got a win against a team with a pulse.
Yeah.
Is that it? That's it?
Yeah. It should be. That should be. I just want to see what the guys do with it because they were really resilient today. And it took a lot after that ugly-ass first half to come back and do what they did. So they showed a lot of heart. So let's see what we do with it, because the next 3 games are not gimmies. You guys know about UCF. They can come in there and drop 60 on you in a heartbeat. And then we got to play BYU, which will make Luke Larson happy because he finally gets to be around guys his own age.
Yeah.
Great line. Great line.
I don't know if he does as well with the ladies as the Mormons do because those dudes got game. And then we got Cincinnati. So hopefully this will be the start of something. If we can make one of these guys stumble a little bit, maybe we can get ourselves back into the conversation as far as being towards the top of the conference and maybe making a move. But I'll be happy with a damn bowl. Anyway, I just used up somebody else's time, so I got to go. See you, boys.
All right, there's Owen in Tampa. I was pulling up his Twitter page to see what he tweeted during the game tonight. Let's see if I can read any of it. Nope, can't read that. Not going to read that.
No.
That was from last week where he put out a picture of me going to sleep during the show.
Yeah.
Can't read any of Owen's stuff, much like I can't read a lot of my stuff. So, par for the course. Thank you, Owen. Thank you, everybody, for being up late with us. We'll take a timeout, come back, got more to go on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. We have open lines if you're still up, and for some reason, if you got something you want to say that hasn't been said during the show, call in, 317-1250. We're back after this.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Love is never having to say you're sorry for your internet. Because with MetroNet, you get fast, reliable, 100% fiber speeds you'll love with unlimited data so you can stream, study, surf, and game on all your devices simultaneously. No lag times or buffering. MetroNet offers student deals. Get 100 megabit internet for just $39.95 a month. Switch to MetroNet today at metronet.com/switch. MetroNet. Love your internet.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. UniversitySportswearENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, UniversitySportswearENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. UniversitySportswearENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
This is Braxton Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, Wanda Hager, or myself, Braxton Green, at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is Keaton Mitchell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Just watched the Julius Wood pick six again, and man, we've talked tonight about don't take anything for granted. Don't take for granted that the Pirates are just going to score. Like you said, Billy, go score your damn self. And that's what Julius did.
Yeah, because he should have been tackled at about the 20-yard line.
And the 10. And
but the first time at the 20-yard line. And there's no guarantee that the Pirates are going to score from the 20 if that's where he indeed gets tackled. So
what a play.
Huge play in the game. Huge.
All right, 317-1250 for the first time this morning. We have open lines. Let's I have not looked up any drives, but we will have our Brown and Wood drive of the game. A lot to choose from tonight, as the Pirates put a lot of points on the board. Brown and Wood drive of the game brought to you by Brown and Wood, serving the Pirate Nation and Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Brown and Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville. Brown and Wood on Greenville Boulevard, Greenville. Online, brownandwoodauto.com. Maybe the first scoring drive, you really needed that one. I was going to say one late.
I did remember the first scoring drive, as a matter of fact, because I thought about that being the Brown and Wood drive of the game, but I was like, it's too early to, obviously, because I was thinking about that when it happened.
There was one, Chandler, before we left the game. Chandler said, let's wait one more offensive possession, see what they do, and then leave. It was a great drive, but it ended in 3.
It ended in 3, yes.
So that one can't count.
That was
We actually did that earlier this year. Remember that? There was a drive that ended in 3 points, but we ended up making that the drive of the game because it was such an impressive drive, and I think it was big key in the game. But
looking at the touchdown drives, 8 plays, 75 yards was that first one. That's why that was impressive.
Yeah.
East Carolina had I'm trying to find the other drive we were talking about. Keaton Mitchell capped off a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Chandler, the one we were talking about, why I wanted it to be the drive of the game.
Because it was
16 plays, 87 yards, and it took 8 minutes off the clock.
You know what? I don't have a problem with that being the drive of the game.
You know what? I remember because...
And it gave ECU the lead.
Yes, it gave ECU the lead, but I remember saying, hey, let's see what the offense does here, and I remember them being deep. The quarter ended, and I'm sitting there thinking, all right, well, we got to go and do a post-game show, and the Pirates, I believe the Pirates didn't, they kicked that field goal with like 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
8 minutes.
Right, and if I'm not mistaken, that's his first field goal because the other ones were extra points.
Yes. So, yeah, that was
So
a
you know
very, very long drive.
That's the drive of the game.
Very productive drive that ended in points. And more importantly, it was a field goal.
Right.
Which is
with a
blessing
new
nowadays.
freshman kicker.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Andrew Conrad capping off
And
the
you said
drive of
we
the game.
couldn't have a drive of the game that ended in 3.
Well,
there you go.
You go 16 plays, 87 yards. Again, you'd love to have that 6, but we'll take the 3 in that case. All right, we got another caller calling in. So, by the way, we have 1 break left, so get your calls in. Last call for your calls before we wrap it up. We're going to be here next week at the same time. And, man, I hope we're celebrating another win.
I hope so, too.
I really don't mind doing this at 138 after a W. I'm feeling pretty good. So, appreciate
it's going to
you
be
being
even
up.
later for that BYU game.
Yeah, but that'll be a Friday
night.
and we get Saturday off. So, looking forward to those.
Friday night's all right for fighting.
In
It's
this
Saturday
case,
night,
yes.
but
yeah. I hear you, Elton. All right, Mary Elizabeth is in Morehead City. Hello, Mary Elizabeth.
I bet my dad's listening. He's probably headed back from the game right now. I'm already back home. But can we just say something? How about those uniforms?
Yeah, sweet. Love them.
Were they not good looking?
Yeah, I think they're the best looking ones I've seen on. And I said that before. They're the best uniforms I've ever seen on the Pirates.
I agree. So what exactly happened with the kicker situation? So we switched Larson and Owen Daffer. Is that what happened?
Well, Larson was still holding, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So we switched. Daffer did not play. Daffer did play.
He did. He had kickoff duties. Yeah.
But we went to a new kicker, Andrew Conrad.
Whatever we did, it worked.
Yeah. We switched kickers.
So that we need to do that at the rest of the season.
Well, I don't think we're going back. Conrad did well tonight. So, yeah he's our kicker.
And I think it has to be a situation where he has a bobble or a concern, and Daffer has to win that position back. But I think it's still a good deal for Daffer that he stays on the field. He's still doing kickoff duties.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if
worked.
What's that?
I think whatever we had going on tonight worked.
Yeah.
Yes. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
And I was going to say one more thing. Nation.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Win or lose, Pirate Nation, you have got to be in the stands. You've got to be in the stands.
All right. Be there next
week.
week.
Are you going to be there next week?
Huge game.
Heck yeah, I'm going to be there.
There you go. All
Don't
right.
ask her that, Billy.
I'm just asking.
How dare you?
I think that some Pirate fans have, they've lost the whole fair. We're not fair weather fans. We've got to be in the stands, and we're going to be there next Saturday. So
well said. All right. Listen to Mary Elizabeth. Thanks for calling in tonight, this morning.
Good night. Bye.
Well, I tell you what, Padres fans aren't fair weather fans. They are toughing it out in a driving rainstorm still.
Yeah.
And the game's still on.
5-3, bottom of the 8th, 1 out, and the Padres have a 2-run lead, 3 outs away from going. Padres Phillies, NLCS.
Ew.
That is, I'm not watching. We go to Leonard in Greenville next. Hey, Leonard.
Hey, I got to go to the game tonight. Still recovering from shoulder surgery that I had several weeks ago, so my arm was in a sling, but my wife let me go. So just a great game, gutsy performance by everybody. Glad they didn't give up. I think looking at Twitter during the game, it definitely appeared that a lot of us were kind of dejected up until about 5 minutes left in the first half. Just a great ending of the first half there to get 2 touchdowns to bring it close, and then thought we played a lot better in the second half. Seemed like we passed on first down a lot in the second half. I don't know if anybody else has mentioned that, but seems like we passed just about every first down that I can remember, and then if it was close, we would run on second down, and I think that helped us, work down the field. I do agree that drive, even though it ended in a field goal, was just a great drive, just maintaining the ball, keeping it out of their offense's hands, and at least getting some points on there. But, coaching's not always going to be perfect. There's always going to be second, guessing that we can make in the stands. But I think for the most part, the coaches did well and made some adjustments in the second half and gave us a chance to win. And luckily we were able to do that. I think the Memphis quarterback and their receivers just played a heck of a game, just making some great plays on third downs and getting big chunks of yardage. I was hoping we could make a stop at the end of the game, but they just had a little bit too much time left. But, Hennigan's great, and I'm glad we're not going to have to play them. I hope for another 2 years, unless we face them in the championship if we are fortunate to get there. But it seemed like our bowl hopes in the season was on life support, and the Pirates put the defibrillator machine on it and brought it back to life. So glad everybody's happy and in a good mood. I know there are things we can improve on. I'm sure the coaches are going to and the players are going to look at that. But I think just definitely a gutsy performance. Just want to give a shout-out to all the players, all the fans that stayed for every second of that, and hope everybody enjoys it. Hope people will be there next week as well, and go Pirates.
Leonard, you know what I love and what everybody loves? Nostalgia, those feelings of something that's you had in a previous life that just feels comfortable. Leonard used to call in like at the end of every game years ago in the last hour, and he'd always do a wrap-up, almost kind of like if you missed the fifth quarter, you missed. And he used to do it every single week, and I have not heard from him a lot this year. But, man, that really took me back to Leonard late in the show, calling in, kind of tying a bow on everything.
Playing hurt.
And glad you got to go to the game tonight,
That's
Leonard.
right.
Tony Collins had recent shoulder surgery. He's been able to go. Finally, he's out of the sling. So, good to hear Leonard's out there.
And I agree with Leonard 100% that making calls for coaches is tough, and especially making them in split-second situations. And if you think about it, we have gone back and forth with callers about that. Do you score? Do you not score? Now, and we still are not. Everybody's not 100% on the same page. So you can imagine how tough it is to make that call in real time.
Yeah, no doubt. And you got to live with the decision you
That's
make.
right.
And it didn't work out for the Pirates because Memphis did go down and score. But again, well, we've discussed it at this point. I think they did the right thing.
Yeah,
but
they did too.
I shouldn't even say they did what I would have done. How about that? I don't know if there's a right, wrong, or whatever. But
I don't think there is a right or wrong because you never know how that. Like I said, you never know how the situation's going to play out. Memphis changes its mindset and what they do on defense if East Carolina decides they don't want to score and they sit on the ball. So
yeah,
everything changes.
Now, how about this? Memphis, we saw it, Billy. You said that they're probably going to let them score here. As soon as ECU snaps the ball, the linebackers, they don't even move. They're just standing in the end zone.
Right.
The D-line's kind of pushed off the ball. What if Keaton Mitchell just stands at like the half-yard line and they play a game of chicken and the clock's running?
And then
they're like, "Are you going to tackle me?" And like right when they go up to him,
he just pushed the ball over the line. Yeah,
but you waste like 15 seconds.
Well, if you have time to think all that stuff through, that may work.
All right, maybe
relay that to the team. Okay, this is what we're going to do.
Maybe it's not practical, but just an idea. All right, last call for your calls, 317-1250.
That's in the movie version of that game, by the way. That's the play in the movie version, kind of like the We Are Marshall.
Yeah.
That's
at the end of Rudy.
And Invincible.
Yeah, there you go.
So where it kind of happened this way, but we're taking some
So when they make a movie
liberties.
about this game,
right?
Yeah.
It's going to be Keaton Mitchell standing there going.
Last call, 317-1250. Back to go. What am I saying? I don't know. Who cares?
It's late.
Hey, Ellerby, have you tried our new menu at Clean Eats?
I was planning on going there today. Tell me what's new.
First of all, you're going to love our new melts. A melts is a quesadilla folded over like a sandwich full of things like beef and queso and chicken parm.
Scott, tell me you got more.
Man, I do. We have pretzel bites with queso, our fabulous meat and taters wrap, and we even have Clean Eats mac and cheese, complete with beef or chicken on top.
It all sounds awesome. I'm going to head over there now.
Fantastic. I hope to see everybody at Clean Eats, 805 Red Banks Road, Arlington Village.
ASAP Party and Tent Rentals is your one-stop shop for weddings, anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, birthday parties, or any celebration with friends and family. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals has the widest selection of tents, tables, chairs, linens, china, concession equipment, bounce rides, games, staging, wedding equipment, dance floors, and so much more. At ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, we help people get together. Call today at 756-7903. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, locally owned and operated on Diamond Drive in Greenville near Agri-Supply and Equipment Plus. North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. With a brand new look, Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right. The Padres are 2 outs away from advancing to the NLCS. Josh Hader on the mound for San Diego as all of the fans have stayed, even though there was a torrential downpour. It looks like it has stopped raining. And Trey Turner in the batter's box for the Dodgers as the Padres lead it 5-3 in the top of the 9th inning. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It's your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates. And they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night along with football. You can follow The Buck on Facebook and Instagram for an updated schedule, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Hey, let's all do it. Ready?
Well done. All right.
Is it the Broncos?
I would have done it, but
they are facing right.
I wasn't
Ask
ready.
Billy, awesome. I saw this week. There is only one NFL logo that's an animal that is facing to the left, looking to the left. All the other ones go right. And Billy's trying to think of it, and I'll just show it to you. I mean,
so it's not the Jags, it's not the Panthers, it is not.
I think I know what it
the
is.
Dolphins. It's not the Broncos. What's another animal on the helmet?
What do you think it is?
Oh man, no, never mind. I was going to say the Lions.
Nope.
No,
they're going right.
Yeah. Man, that's killing me.
I'm gonna just
What
let
is it?
you. I'm gonna let you look at them and just see
All right,
because it's pretty neat.
It's not the Seahawks,
and it explains why.
Cardinals.
Nope.
No, it's
They're
not
going
the
right.
Cardinals.
Rams.
Who is it? Why am I missing it?
Second to the left.
Oh, it's the Eagles.
Yeah, and there is a in the logo. There is a E, like that right there in the neck. I've never seen it before.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who knew?
But they're the only one facing left.
I never thought about that.
That is weird, wild stuff.
Man, you got to bring that up.
But wait a minute. Wait. It's not on the helmet. I thought we were talking about on the helmet.
What's on their helmet?
Their helmet is just the wings.
The wings.
Remember, the helmet is just the wings. That's on their shoulders.
All right. Well, I said logo.
Okay,
NFL
I
logo.
thought you were talking about on the helmet.
Well,
that's why I got.
What's on
not
the
that I was
Eagles helmet?
I told you the wings, just the wings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you're right.
That's on the shoulder.
Correct. Yeah.
Not that I would have gotten it anyway, but I was thinking animals on the helmet.
That's called a 1:55 a.m. factoid for
It
you
is
right there.
1:55 a.m. in
Yeah.
the morning, and there's 90 people still watching.
It
on
is
YouTube.
1:55.
Y'all want to keep going?
Let's go.
Ball game.
Dodgers.
Oh,
bye-bye.
Ball game.
Dodgers are gone. They joined the Braves, Mets, and other good teams that are already out, and the Yankees one game from being out of it. How about that?
Can we get
It's the
those
year of
lights
the
at Dowdy
Davids
Ficklin?
because the Goliaths are gone.
I would make fun of the Dodgers. They are the 90s and early 2000s Braves.
The Dodgers.
They have won all these
Dodgers.
years and only won one World Series, and it was in the COVID year. All right, this is not the MLB fifth quarter. This is the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. What a show, and thank you all for hanging out with us so late tonight. Man, really fun. Heidi just got home from the game, and she's watching it again on the big screen. That's pretty cool. After a win, I like to go back and watch, and I'll be doing that. Weave, any final thoughts to wrap this baby up?
Just like I started the fifth quarter call-in show with, gutsy performance by this team. Love to see it. And at some point, that's going to pay dividends down the line. Coming back from that 17-point deficit. Obviously, it was early in the game. But if you think about it, coming off the performance that they had previously last week and then going down 17-0, that team could have folded, and they didn't.
Robert says, Clip, you ignore YouTubers. Well, Robert, I'm not ignoring you. I am kind of ignoring Kevin because he keeps typing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again.
We got Jackson on Facebook with a little nugget. He said, did some research and, in parentheses, said, assuming Memphis makes a bowl game, it will be the first time we've beaten a conference team in consecutive seasons where that team made a bowl game in both years since Southern Miss in 2009 and 2010. Feels like that puts a lot into perspective.
Hey, Jackson, can we hire you
That's
for
good.
our research
Good
team?
stuff.
That's a great stat right there.
Yeah, stat to consider.
Stat to consider.
Strat to consider.
Shirley Rhodes, awesome job.
Thank you, sir.
You have been on the grind today. Chan Man, enjoyed hanging out with you on a football Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Going
man.
to the game
I
with
really
you.
am enduring.
Enduring.
I'm really enjoying going to Dowdy Ficklin and watching.
I'm an enduring it.
Are you, who's that, Medea or whatever? Is that?
Oh, yes.
You're enduring.
Hello.
I'm enduring it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I love Medea.
Praise
That's
the
what I
Lord.
want. I want to be Medea when I grow up.
Billy's about to bring all the boys to the yard because all he can talk about is getting a milkshake on the way home. I think I want something too.
Well,
That's what I want.
got to get a milkshake and then I go home
Hey.
and find my dog.
Treat yourself.
Oh, yeah. Go find the
Still
dog.
haven't found the dog.
Yikes. Thanks to Parker's Barbecue for the awesome pregame and postgame food. 3 locations in Greenville to serve you. Thanks to all the great Pirate fans out there and Pirate Radio fans for hanging out with us. Fun times after a Pirate win tonight over Memphis in quadruple overtime. We'll see you next Saturday, 3:30 on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, and another late night on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter call-in show for all the crew here. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
You have been listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter postgame call-in show. Join us next time for complete postgame coverage of East Carolina football, exclusively on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.